T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Good evening, lovely people. Welcome back to Kopish. It is the Monday night live show. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Rumours that Virgil van Dijk is close to signing an extension, but also rumours that his agent offered him to Real Madrid and they rejected. But also he came out and said that they're quite far away from the contract being sorted out. Who knows who's telling the truth there. Salah has a potential cryptic message with his Instagram post, and Chiesa's agent says that he is staying at the club to fight for his place in the team. Man like Matt Drift, how are we doing today after a frustrating day yesterday, to say the least?
Still frustrated, you know. I'll be honest with you. Still pissed off about that result.
You lot are going to hate what I'm going to say about it, so I'll keep it to myself.
You might as well just say, get off your chest.
Nah, because I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for it. So I'll just say I'm more disappointed than a parent when a kid does something wrong. Like, really disappointed.
Is that with the team or individuals or
every single person at Liverpool Football Club?
Okay.
Every single one, apart from about maybe 20 members of playing staff, and the cooks and the chefs and the gardeners and all that. But anyone from the hierarchy, the management, Heitinger's off the rip because he's a G. He's going to stay with us. I was worried he was going to jump ship. Just anybody who didn't win yesterday's game. Anybody who's a part of not winning yesterday's game. And then on top of that, the situation with the hierarchy with the contracts.
So when you say, I'm confused because you said you're upset with everyone apart from 20 players or the 20 playing staff.
20 odd playing staff, which is obviously the players that ain't got nothing to do with it. But I am frustrated with Chiesa, Salah, Trent, Verge. Less so Verge. And then obviously all the people who are in charge of getting the contract sorted out.
So you're
Slot
upset
and his
with Chiesa?
coaching stuff. Who so?
You say you're upset with Chiesa?
Because
Why?
we need him and I don't know what's going on with him, man. I don't mean like as in like it's his fault even. I'm just really disappointed and frustrated with. I thought by now Chiesa would have been like an extra option and it could have given us a little rejuvenation. Do you know what I mean? A little someone else we could rely on in case the people we got don't come up with goals and stuff. So yeah, just a little frustrated with Chiesa, bro. Just a little frustrated. And you know how much I love him, how excited I was for him to be here. Maybe that's why I'm a bit more disappointed because I can't believe I've only seen him play about 55 minutes of football in half of a season. It's getting really frustrating now. And because I know how good he is, bro, imagine if Chiesa, like you see yesterday's game, if Chiesa was who he is, he comes off the bench tomorrow, totally changes the dynamic of the attack for us in the way he can. We win the game and we're like, yo, that's why we bought him in the summer. But he just, for whatever reason, he just can't go, ain't ready to go. I don't know. So I am frustrated with Chiesa as well, I have to be honest.
Chiesa fighting for his life right now. I can't even lie.
I don't know
He's
if
fighting for his life.
I'm not frustrated with Chiesa simply because I don't know what's going on.
Do you know when it comes to Chiesa, yeah? Obviously, no one expected, or maybe some people did expect this was going to be the issue. Because remember,
I don't
we always
think anyone did. Not
No, you have to remember this was an opportunistic signing. You have to remember this was a £14 million signing.
No,
You have to
I hear
remember-
that. I don't think anyone expected it to be this though. Bro.
No, I think no. Some people in the chat, big them up, was saying I don't trust this transfer. The majority were happy, but some people didn't trust it. Some people were saying they don't understand how we can get a guy of this quality for 14 mil. Something must be up with him. Yes, he played how many games, rare tear last year, but I have to be honest. Some people were a little. Once they were mad, but they was a little bit skeptical about the whole thing. I remember we got told.
He only had 1 year
opportunistic.
left, though, Matt. Remember, he did only
No,
have
I know.
1 year. That played a part in the low transfer.
Yeah,
fee
but
that he
still,
only had
like
to do.
the fact that we're the only club that went in for him as well, like I don't know, like opportunistic, innit? Like we were the only club, and I'll be real. Even if you got a year left, if you're that much of a bad boy, surely other people want you, not just one team. That's normal, right? That's natural. More times than not.
I do think other teams were in for him, but I just think we convinced him before everyone else.
I don't think no one was in for Chiesa, apart from us.
I heard there was some Italian clubs. Bro,
Yeah,
that
there was
were in
Italian
there.
clubs in for him, also Barca as well.
Really?
Yeah.
From what I heard was Inter Milan and Roma were the two teams that were looking at him, but we convinced him to come to Liverpool.
Can you not hear that?
Yeah. Just a minute.
Sounded like a bad man.
That's Alonso, you man.
Oh, right.
That's Alonso.
It's about to get real peak for Cowden.
Even Alonso, right?
I
About
thought it
to.
should be on his team. I thought it should be on your side.
No,
but it looks
she is.
like-
That's what she's doing. She's coming up to the conservatory window and she's trying to open it. So she's slapping it to try to get my attention. And then she's laughing and hiding her face.
I reckon
when
the
I
brothers
punch
put her up for it, you know.
it. No, they 100% did.
They
100%.
definitely did because they know that you're going to be a bit more lenient with her.
Yeah. No, I don't think I have been.
Don't even front.
No, I don't think
you are,
No.
bro. When it comes to when it comes to our daughters, we're a little bit
Nah.
more lenient, bro.
I don't think I am yet.
Are you sure?
we
Yeah,
know. We already know,
Alright.
bro.
No, I remember Tony's older than Alonso. Alonso's only just turned 1, innit?
Bro, trust me, it don't matter, bro.
I've never
The
seen
boys
Matt
won't
be.
smoke.
I've
The
never
boys
ever
won't
seen
smoke,
Matt
though.
be soft on like misbehaving or anything like that. But with his daughter, he's a piece of piss. She knows she's got it. I've seen it in real life.
100. I'm telling you for now. You see the
He
stream.
didn't
yeah?
even get annoyed she wasted the piece of chicken, guys. That's no real talk. That's when I knew the daughter's got man under wraps. And Matt's laughing because he knows he was
Don't
angry,
give
but he
me
didn't
joke.
show it one bit.
Don't
He
give me
didn't show
joke,
it
bro.
one bit. I commend you for that though. That was some G'd up stuff, bro. Big up yourself. Because if that was little man, Matt would have pushed him.
I would have topped him up. No, I'm joking. Hey. Oh my days.
Boys, let's start with Virgil. Virgil was interviewed and said that there's not really been much progress, but he says he's relaxed about the situation, but they're not close to agreeing anything. Then it came out today that Virgil was offered to Real Madrid and Real Madrid rejected the opportunity to sign him. And then after that, it came out saying that Virgil's close to signing a new deal with Liverpool. Where's our thinking with this, guys? What are we thinking? Before you start, I'm going to tell you both. I am very worried that all three leave. By the way, very worried.
Yeah, Cal said this to me yesterday. So he's not even being emotional. This is like a
Well, I hate to be the reminder of bad news. Do you remember in October, when I literally said, if the contracts are not done by November,
yeah,
we are in serious trouble. And I said, I'm worried that all three will leave. And you lot were like, no. The worst case scenario is you reckon Trent will. And I said, trust me, guys, I will be worried. Remember, at that point, we didn't really know much what's happening with the contracts at that time, other than just like potential initial talks. Yeah, we're now in January. Trent has been tapped up by Real Madrid. That's kind of clear. Cal, did you mention Virgil and who he was linked to today, or have I gone off script?
No, I mentioned Real Madrid, right?
Yeah. Real Madrid. Okay, I wasn't sure if I missed that. Okay,
I was thinking, is there someone else?
No.
Oh, cool.
So you got Real Madrid, even though I don't know if I believe that, because again, Real Madrid, this is what they do. They're unsettled players. They also know we are probably their biggest nightmare when it comes to the Champions League. Even though they have the better of us, I can tell Real Madrid don't want to play us. even if they think they're going to win, they don't want to play. So they're going to try and unsettle all the players. I'm surprised Salah hasn't even been linked with them yet, if I'm being honest. But when it comes to Virgil, bro, I'm worried. I'm worried for all three of them. The longer this goes on, I know there's a lot of journalists that keep saying things like, "Oh, I get the what's it called? I get the feeling that the Virgil and Salah are going to sign," but that's just their little hunch. That's not even definitive. That's not like, I don't know, like an Ornstein or Fabrizio or Paul Joyce saying they are close, or do you know what I mean? People just giving their 1-2 takes on it. And this has been going on for way too long. And for a club of this stature and this size, so global, means so much, yeah? I just can't believe that we're still sitting there in January and we're having these same conversations. And do you want to know something? Last year, we had to deal with Jurgen Klopp leaving. And Jiff had a point when he said that probably derailed our season. Obviously, there's other factors like players going out of form, whatever, but that was obviously a big factor, in my opinion, as to why we probably fell off. This is definitely distracting the players. I know Virgil and Salah are playing well, but the longer this goes on, the longer it's a distraction. All it takes is for those two players to even drop 10%, 20%, and we could end up not winning games, but drawing games or even losing games. And that's not. And I'm not even talking about Trent, because Trent yesterday looked like he gave 0.5%, minus 5% yesterday. So that's where I'm at with the whole situation. It is worrying. No one can really sit here and say, I feel
really sorry to cut you, Matt. Salah literally just tweeted 2 minutes ago. So Sky Sports put out a tweet saying, I think the other two, Mo and Trent, could take a leaf out of Virgil's book. Carra's reacting to Salah's cryptic social media post and praises Van Dijk's professionalism during the contract saga. That's Sky Sports. Mo has quote tweeted that saying, I'm starting to think you're obsessed with me. And it's Jamie Carragher who's speaking.
Yeah, Jamie Carragher was the one who said those quotes, yeah. And I'm going to be honest, I know you lot have disagreed with me in the past. I think Carragher's right again.
All right. Hold that there, Drift. We're going to come back to that, Salah. I just wanted to make sure everyone knew, because I'm seeing it in the chat. So I just wanted to let everyone know what the tweet was. Let's get back to Virgil, and then we'll chop up the Salah stuff. I'm going to be real. I feel like I'm a teacher dealing with bad kids, and I'm fed up with this contract crap. I really am fed up with this contract crap. But Matt, go for it. So I interrupted you. What are you saying about Virgil?
Yeah, no, I like I said, I just think even like in regards to Virgil's been an absolute professional. He's done what he's needed to do, but I kind of get that feeling that it's even going to start playing on his mind at some point. Even Salah's, and like I said, even if they drop off just a tiny bit, that's enough to potentially derail our season. And it's so Liverpool for us to be in a position where we maybe didn't think we were going to be, and yet there's just something lingering, like there's a black cloud just waiting over us, and we can't get rid of it. We can't shake it, no matter what we do. We could win so many games, and yet every single Monday night we are speaking about the contracts. It's so frustrating, bro. At least with the Klopp thing, it was just
Monday. Not just Monday, bro.
But you know what I mean? But like with the Klopp thing, it was just Klopp was leaving. All right, cool. We know he's leaving. Klopp didn't say, I'm not too sure if I'm going to leave. I haven't made my decision yet. Well, we're just thinking, why would Klopp even say that? Right now, the contracts are just lingering, bro. So it sounds crazy. Of course, I'm happy Liverpool win games. Of course, I'll be happy if we win the league. But I also want to get these contracts sorted because it's a mad distraction. No one can tell me the club they are fully focused, but at the same time, this I don't even know what to call it. Like, it is a distraction, but it's more than a distraction. You could lose all three top players for free, not even sold, for free. But Liverpool's supposed to go for a title like it's nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a lot to do, you know. I'm big up to the players that are actually doing it, and that's Salah and Virgil. To a degree, Trent, I felt, was doing it up until yesterday, because I'm not going to lie, against Spurs and West Ham, I thought he was good. Maybe not amazing, but it was good. But the Real Madrid rumors intensified, and it makes me wonder whether that was in the back of his mind. And you have to remember, everyone's different. Them man are older. Them man may be more mentally switched on or mentally like sturdier than Trent. I don't know how they deal with situations like that. Do you know what I mean? Maybe Virgil and Salah just a bit more. They're just maybe a bit differently mentally. And that's no shade on Trent. It's just that just could be his personality. where he just finds it hard to kind of stay focused when he's got a lot of noise, where the others can just block out all the noise. So I don't know.
Just sticking on Virgil for now. I'm going to say what I said to Drift yesterday, and this is why I'm so worried about the contract situation with all three. And I'll say something even more wild. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a world where Virgil and Salah left and Trent actually stayed. And the reason I say that is because everyone seems to believe that because Virgil and Salah have come out publicly saying they want to stay at Liverpool, that it means, oh, it's cool. Everyone should be relaxed. They'll get it sorted. I look at it the other way. I find it more concerning that Salah and Virgil have come out since September and said they want to stay at Liverpool Football Club, and to this day still haven't come to an agreement, and have both publicly stated that they are both far away in the progress of actually getting a contract sorted. That worries me, and it worries me for these two reasons. I've seen Gini Wijnaldum leave, who was 29 years old, wanted a 4-year contract and wanted to double his salary from 70k to 140, and the club said no. I saw James Milner get vetoed over Klopp, who he wanted to stay, and the club said no, we're not giving him this salary at this age. Virgil van Dijk is 33 years old, and from rumours, he's either asking for a 3 or 4 year contract that would take him up to 36 or 37 years old. Salah is 32 years old and asking for a 3 or 4 year contract as well. That would take him up to 35 or 36 years old. I do not see a world where FSG upgrade the contracts of our two highest earners, who are also two of our older players as well, on the contracts that they're on right now, or even similar to what they're on. And I think because of that, Salah and Virgil's principals will say, well, I'm looking at myself and forget about my age here. I am the best in the world in my position. Once again, guys, I'm not saying Gini Wijnaldum and Milner are the same as Virgil and Salah. Please listen to what I'm saying. Correspond here. Listen, open your ears and stop being emotional. I'm saying these situations are similar because the manager and the club wanted those players to stay. The board overrode those decisions. I'm not saying that Gini and Virgil are the same, and I'm not saying that Mo and Milner are the same. I'm saying the similarities between the two are that the club and the manager wanted those players to stay, and the club said no. It's not that hard to comprehend. I get everyone's a little emotional right now, but let's just kind of pull it back a little bit and listen to what I'm actually saying. If you think it's a crap example, respectfully, you kind of don't know about comprehension here then, respectfully. So if you want to give it in the chat, I'll give it back as well. So Virgil, in my opinion, is not going to get a 3-year contract from FSG. I don't think Virgil is going to settle for a 2-year contract. Because why would he? Because in a year's time, he's going to be back in the same situation pretty much, saying, what are we doing? I've got a year left again. Salah the same. So for me, this is why I worry about the two players, because of their ages and because of how we run as a club. So everyone seems to be all good about it. Tell me the last time FSG upgraded someone's contract around their age or for that sort of money. I'll wait. In baseball or football. Go on, I'll wait.
I don't know if they've done baseball, but they definitely done football. I mean, actually, say that again. Have they upgraded a contract
At this age?
Oh, not at this age. No, not at this age. No, we haven't seen it. I don't think at Liverpool we haven't seen it. No one at this age ever got like a big contract. And I think this is what FSG do when you're on big contracts and you get a certain age. I think they just get you off the wage bill and they let you go, and then they just go, we'll just replace the player on lower wages, and the cycle goes again. And this is what happens because Thiago did it, Firmino did it, Milner did it, Naby did it, Ox did it. They're younger players, but they just allow the contract just to run out and go. And then what Liverpool's supposed to do is just replace those players, which I think is a horrible way to keep the club going. I don't even understand how we're even still this good when you think about what's actually happened at our club. We just allow players to go for free. And then what we do is we go, all right, we'll let them go for free. We'll just go into the kitty and we'll just go and get another player to keep this. eventually that's just not even going to work, or it will work, but the caliber of player will just get lesser because now you're fighting against other teams that know about this whole Moneyball thing, which we were not pioneers, but we were one of the best at doing, especially under the Michael Edwards era. Because you know what I'm saying? There's other teams now that do these type of deals where they look for that up and coming star before they become international world class. We're now fighting with, like, obviously we fight with City, United, Arsenal, Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? So it's a crazy way to do business, in my opinion.
It's my take on it, Drift. I don't know what you think.
Remember, we spoke about it yesterday because when you said it to me, I said, you're giving me the worst possible scenario. That would be the scenario that would annoy me the most. That's not me trying to be shady towards Trent, but if Trent was the only one who stayed, I think we kind of
Sorry to answer this question. I absolutely would give Virgil and Salah 3-year contracts because I don't just look at their age, I look at the actual player. This blanket approach of someone's a certain age so they can only get a certain amount of contract years is crazy to me. Because Jamrock, if you can name me a better centre-back in world football than Virgil van Dijk, or if you can name me a centre-back who you think in a year or two is going to be at or similar level to Virgil van Dijk, then I'll say he doesn't get a 3-year contract. But if you can't, bro, then it's a 3-year contract for Virgil. And if you can do the same for Salah, then I'll sit back and I'll go not a 3-year for Salah either. But as of right now...
Agreed. Yeah. Agreed.
No, I agree with that because for anybody who doesn't think that Virgil at 33 years old should be given a 3-year deal, why would you think at 36 years old Virgil wouldn't still be very valuable to the club, even if he was the bit part player who came in every now and again, had his leadership around the dressing room? If I'm
Look
not
at company
mistaken,
drift.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you if I'm wrong in thinking this. Wasn't it 35 when Tony Adams left Arsenal? Oh, am I wrong? I think he was about 35.
It's either 34, 35, I think, Adams. I think.
And he was still offering. Thiago Silva left Chelsea at 37, was still offering not just on the pitch.
Is it Modric still at Real Madrid, Drift?
Yeah, Modric is 37, 38.
Look at
He's still
Modric.
playing. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, they're not the players they were, but they're still playing. They can add a value in maybe not in the way they used to. But imagine if Virgil was Liverpool's 4th choice centre-back in 2 years' time, and we had Bastoni, Konate had just gone to a whole nother level, and then there was some other Don, and Virgil was the 4th choice. Okay, he'd be on 350 grand a week or 300 grand a week, but does he not deserve that? A little back pay for the legacy and the legend that he is? Do we always have to be business? Does everything always have to be business? Football can't be ran as a business 100%. There has to be emotion. There has to be sentiment. There has to be respect. There has to be loads of things that in business, people are like, who cares? It's just about making money. But that can't be the case in football. There has to be extenuating circumstances. And for me, Mo being 35 and Virgil being 36 on high wages, but offering their expertise to the club. Because here's the thing. People always keep on using examples, and I'm not trying to be shady here, and I do apologize to Arsenal that they do come up a lot. It's just a shame that their club is a scam and there's just loads of bad examples you can take from them. So I don't mean to keep bringing them up. But people keep on saying things like, Aubameyang, look what happened with Arsenal. We can't let that happen at Liverpool where he got that big contract and he didn't care anymore. With all due respect to Aubameyang, he's not half the professional Salah or Virgil are. Don't give me them poor examples of a player who's not caring about a situation. Does Mo, the way Mo takes care of himself, does Virgil, the way Virgil takes care of himself, the way they conduct themselves every single day, in and out the gym, first, last, all that stuff, does that strike you as somebody like Aubameyang, who used to drive around in a Lamborghini with his Arsenal kit on, be late to training, think he's funny, do all that dumb stuff? Like, you know what I mean? Big gold Lambo wanted to pull up so everybody... Do they even remotely seem the same level of professionalism? And again, no shade to Aubameyang, live your life, brother. But you get my point. Like, come on, what are we doing here? Like, it's not the same comparison at all.
Drift, it's a simple question to ask. If we lose Virgil, Salah, I'm just going to stick with Virgil and Salah right now. Let's say we lose them. For everyone in the chat saying that they shouldn't get 3-year deals, or my logic's bad, or Drift's logic's bad, or Matt's logic's bad, for anyone saying that, who's the replacements? Give me some names who the replacements are. Let's play a game. Since me, Matt, and Drift are chatting crap, since we're saying silly things, apparently, we're not saying things that align with the club. Name me some players who come in and replace Virgil and Salah. Go on, guys.
Can I also add as well, while we're waiting for those answers, guys? I don't know why anybody would be opposed to, and this is what would upset me if the club aren't, a 2-year deal with a year with an option for a third. And therefore, if they're performing at a good level, the club can go, raw, heavy, let's activate this because they've deserved it. And if they're not playing at a level, the club can go, do you know what? At the age you are now, we kind of think it's best you go. And in that 2 years, what we would have to do would be very good scouting and very good recruitment to make sure that if that moment comes, we're ready for it. Because this year, guys, we're not ready for it. And I think that's just going to annoy me more than anything if they go. Unless they've kept the secret, the most tight-lipped secret you've ever met in your life or you've ever seen in your life, if we had real big top-level people to replace him, I think it would have leaked by now. There was something out there. Someone would have known something. Liverpool have been scouting Bastoni heavily. You've just found out how many. You know that something would come out. We'd be like, ooh, maybe that's the plan. Maybe Virgil is going to go because we're going to go and buy Bastoni. Do you get what I'm saying? But nothing like that's come out. So I don't even think the club really, truly have that star-studded player that they're going to be replacing these players with if they go. I think Bradley gets promoted, which I'm not opposed to, by the way, because he's a brilliant player. And then we just get another youth player to be his backup. That is the FSG way. It was free. Cycle continues. Trent leaves, and the player comes in as another academy player that we also didn't pay for. And then he goes on maybe to have a brilliant career, and Liverpool never have to worry. That will be the plan. We know how our ownership and the way we are work. That is the plan. Bradley takes over from Trent, so it doesn't matter we didn't get any money for Trent because we didn't pay for Bradley. From a business point of view, boom. Plus, Bradley's on about 4 quarters less of a wage. Let's get it right here. Isn't Bradley only on like 20 grand a week or something like that?
Probably.
And Trent is on 180. So, Mama, I said terrible. That's like 8 times less that Bradley's getting now. And even if we give him a new deal, what will Bradley go up to? 50? He'd be happy with that. You know what I mean? You still save, even if you give him 70, 80, still half of what Trent was getting. Bang, money saved, boom, bosh. That is our ownership. That is our ownership.
Sorry, Drift. 2 things. For everyone saying Kudus, I'm going to say this straight. Everyone knows how much I rate Kudus. Kudus is not a Salah replacement.
Not on your Nelly.
He's not a Salah replacement. Kudus is a brilliant player. It's not a Salah replacement. When Salah leaves, you're losing 20 goals a season, at least 15 assists. Kudus ain't giving you that, unfortunately. Sick player, sick footballer. Kudus isn't giving you that. He's not giving you that.
Not only that, Cal, and we spoke about this yesterday, ironically, this was one of the topics we spoke about. I can tell you, look, firsthand, shout out my brother Jamie's in the chat. We've been doing a lot of games that have involved West Ham this season on our big up watch-alongs. He is the most inconsistent. If you think like Diaz and Gakpo because you say they're not consistent, I'll wait till you get hold of Kudus. You've never seen a more inconsistent player in your life. And then people always go, no, Matt, bro, I watch a lot of West Ham games.
So do I, bro. So do I.
I disagree with the inconsistency.
I've got a
but he's not a Salah replacement.
No, he's not. Here I'm going to say.
You're going to use he's at a worse team.
Wait. Let me land.
I think that's a fair argument.
Kudus literally landed in the Prem last year. It was his first year. Kudus has played on the left. He played on the right. He's played on the 10. Yeah. West Ham have changed manager. Kudus has played on the left, on the right, and the 10. Like they don't more time on the left, even though he would rather play in the 10 or the right hand side. Look at how bad West Ham are. Kudus was so annoyed he tried to punch up 3 Spurs players in one game. If you're talking about his ability, he has all the ability. Does he get the numbers that Salah will get? No, he won't. He won't even get close because he's not ready. But I do think Salah. Sorry, I do no. I do think Kudus at a better club, starting in the 10 or on the right hand side, will be an exceptional player. He's nowhere near Salah's level yet. He's not. But what I'm saying is, to say that he's inconsistent, okay, the team's inconsistent, maybe you could say. But Kudus is normally one of always their better players, though, bro. If you watch the West Ham games properly,
he's not,
bruv. I'm
not
telling you,
performance, talent-wise, he is not in terms of performance, bro.
Bro, he's been a bit more up and down this season because of the red card, because of his frustrations with West Ham, bruv. No one is playing well at West Ham. Nobody is playing well at West Ham. Bruv, Bowen's only just had a couple of games, bruv. Have you not seen Bowen?
Bowen's not having the greatest of seasons.
No.
No, but he's still playing better than Kudus in terms of his consistency, though.
bruv.
I disagree with that.
No, he's
But
not,
I'm not
bro.
just talking about numbers when I say consistency. I'm talking
Yeah.
about performance.
Bruv,
Even
Kudus
watching him and
adds
feeling
more
like
to the
he's having a
game.
good game. He's on it. He's giving effort.
Bowen,
He's very up and down, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I'm
He's
telling you,
not
Kudus
consistent
adds
with his
way more
performances,
to a
bro.
game than Bowen. Bowen is more get on the end of the move because Kudus is the creator. He's the ball carrier. It's a bit like the dynamic, a little bit. And I'm just trying to give an
I
example.
don't want Kudus.
It's like
I
the
don't-
Mane Salah thing. Mane was kind of the ball carrier. Salah was the finisher, just to make it like A and B. That's how it is at West Ham, bro.
No,
Kudus is the
I'm not,
facilitator.
I remember, I'm not doubting his ability, by the way.
Yeah,
He's super talented. But, bro,
You
I'm
just think he's
telling you,
inconsistent. No, if you think he's
bro, do you
inconsistent,
know
fair
who
enough.
he is?
That's your-
Do
if
you know
that's
who he
what you think.
reminds me of a lot? He reminds me of Dimitri Payet. The talent is there, but you're just not getting it week in,
What?
week out. You know, there'll be times you turn it on,
Payet?
then there'll be times you wouldn't do anything. Then there'll be times you turn it on, then there'll be times you wouldn't do
Whoa,
anything.
Nah, Payet higher than bruv. Payet.
If you go and look at Payet's career, he has not been consistent.
No.
There'll be times he'll turn it
When
on.
he was at West Ham, he went nuts.
Really?
I mean, he was only there for just over a year, but you know what I mean.
Talent, and then you look at how inconsistent his career is. Like he's a where is he even now? I mean, I don't even know, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, he just petalled out. He's too up and down, but the talent is there. You cannot deny the talent. But he's always going to have those seasons. He's not that good this year. Then he might be good for half a season. Then you know, too much of this. If we're replacing Mo, it can't be a player like that. It can't. Mo's just been like this the whole time. Like you can't replace Mo with a
But
player. He's going to be like this all
I
the
think
time.
Kudus's
It don't make no
profile.
sense.
Kudus's
Not for me,
profile
anyway.
just doesn't suit West Ham, and for me, they have a bad manager. They don't know how to utilize him, and if they utilize him properly, you would see an even better Kudus. Like I've been saying, bro, their
agree.
manager is shocking, bro. Like shocking.
Kudus
West
is probably
Ham-
the best available option. Him or I'm gonna be real. It's probably him or Mbeumo who are the two best options out there. But I'm saying, as good as those players are, as much as I rate those two players, especially Kudus, the drop off from Salah to them is quite large, and that's my point. My point isn't I don't rate Kudus. I think I've been very clear in that over the years
I
how
think
much I
Kudus
do
is
rate
cold.
Kudus. I'm just saying the drop off from Salah to Kudus is and Salah to Mbeumo is quite big. Not to mention, you're gonna have to spend 80 odd mil to get Kudus probably. We're not doing that. Not with Edwards and them man here. We're not doing that. We're just not doing it. We did that once with Virgil van Dijk, and the only reason we paid 75 mil for Van Dijk is simply because we had to, because we got caught with our pants down. Alisson's the only one that's come close to that. But I take you back to Alisson and Virgil. They were head and shoulders above everyone else you could get at the time. With all due respect to Kudus, he's not worth 80 plus million, in my opinion.
No, he's not.
And Mbeumo is going to
That's
cost you a mad amount after the season he's having so far.
I don't even
Don't
think
just pay that
Mbeumo's
sort
the
of money.
answer, bro. As good. Here's the thing,
But that's
You
what I'm
can look-
asking, Matt. Who is it then?
bruv. You can look good in one team and not look as good. Like, I hate to even do this. Yeah, I'll give an example. Mbeumo looks good right now. Obviously, he's got the Prem experience, yeah, but he's playing for a team, in my opinion, that have less expectation. And the way how the system is, they normally sometimes even play five at the back, bro. And then Mbeumo and Wisa will do the 1-2 punch thing. You're not really gonna get that at Liverpool. If he's gonna be the right winger, and Slot is gonna try and use him similarly to Salah, you're gonna call me mad. Mbeumo's not dynamic enough, you know. If you go watching Mbeumo's like kind of. Like he's quick, but he's not rapid. There's a difference. Whereas I say Kudus is way more, in my opinion, Kudus is way more athletic and more dynamic. If you're gonna come off the flank and like draw players in, I think Mbeumo's a better finisher, and I think he's got a better movement. And maybe that's just because he's more of a striker. He's more of a striker. Kudus is more dynamic, like a Mane dynamic. That type of player.
Agree, but wouldn't you
But not
argue
with the
that
finishing, obviously.
wouldn't you say Mbeumo's got similar athleticism to Cody Gakpo, for example? And Cody is absolutely fine in this system at the moment.
Yeah, but
Always. I was talking to Kudus.
no, Gakpo's no. That's a
don't
debate.
I
Gakpo's
don't
quicker than Mbeumo, though. He is actually quick, top speed. He's
No,
not acceleration,
Gakpo's quicker than Mbeumo.
bro.
I don't think so.
And Mbeumo's not as quick. You know
I
what
think
surprised
Mbeumo's
me,
quicker than Gakpo, Matt.
bruv? Are you all right, Kyle? You got the best memory, yeah?
Maybe if you're talking about a sprint from one end of the pitch to the other, top speed, maybe, Matt. But in terms of acceleration and top speed,
No, he's got good.
Mbeumo's quicker than Gakpo.
No, it's not like I'm just calling Mbeumo slow. I'm just saying there's a difference in saying you're fast, but you're not rapid. I'll give you a prime example. When we scored against Brentford, Diaz ran from the halfway line and Mbeumo couldn't catch him. Diaz had the ball. Diaz ain't even as fast as he used to be, you know. Diaz, you would arguably say, is
quick though, bro.
No. Diaz ain't. I would not say Diaz is rapid anymore. Diaz is not rapid. He's quick, but he's not rapid.
No, but if he's got a head start, bro, then it's a bit unfair.
No, bro. I'm telling you. I'm giving an example. You're gonna hate me saying this, but this is the truth. What I'm about to say. This is the truth, bro. If Diaz is running and Anthony Gordon is running after him, Anthony Gordon will catch him. Anthony Gordon is rapid. Anthony Gordon's fast. That's what I'm saying. He's rapid, bro. Diaz is fast, but not rapid. There's a difference. Salah used to be rapid, but now he's fast.
Quicker than Kudus, in my opinion.
Do you get what I'm saying? Someone's saying Diaz is rapid. No, Diaz is not rapid, bro.
I think Diaz is quicker than you're giving him credit for.
So who do you see as rapid then, Matt?
Rapid. Adama Traore is rapid.
No, he's a whole nother level, Matt. You've named the
all right. Anthony Gordon. Let me land. Anthony Gordon, he's rapid. I say he's rapid. Anthony Gordon's rapid.
Anthony Gordon's rapid.
I'm trying to think of another player who I say is rapid. Mudryk, who's obviously suspended, rapid. These guys are different. People get confused between fast and rapid. Mane, Pedro Neto, rapid. There's a difference between being fast and being rapid.
I don't know about anymore.
No, Neto is still rapid.
He still goes.
Palmer. Who said Palmer? Is someone just trying to annoy me or something? Man said, who said Palmer? What? Nunes is rapid. Nunes is faster than Diaz.
Yeah,
what are we doing
here?
Nunes is rapid, bro.
Nunes probably our fastest attacker.
Martinelli, thank you, chat. Martinelli, Alanga, they are rapid. They're rapid players.
I agree with that.
Yes. Even Soboslai. He's rapid. There's a difference.
No, but I definitely think that you're underestimating Mbeumo's pace, though, man. Mbeumo's quick, bro.
If I said he's fast, he's just not rapid. There's a difference.
But you think Kudus is quicker than him, though?
I think Kudus is
quicker than Mbappe.
Kudus is faster than Mbeumo, you know.
You better get Mbappe off your mind, bro. We ain't selling him.
No, you know, Mbeumo Mbappe just.
Nah, come on, Mbeumo Mbappe, you know.
So let me ask again, back to the question, guys. Who do we go and get if and when Salah goes?
This is the thing. We can't go. Do you know
while we're waiting for people, because no one still hasn't given it. I'm going to give you two a scenario, and I just want to see where your head's at in terms of this situation. If we were told tomorrow, all three are going. all three are going tomorrow. But the replacements are already lined up and pre-contracts are signed. So fear not. This is their last season, but we don't have to worry. And the three players they're being replaced with are Hakimi at right back, and then it will be Hakimi and Bradley fighting out for right back.
Hakimi can't defend, but okay.
We're going to be getting Kudus to replace Salah, and then it will be Chiesa and Kudus. That will be the two. And we're going to be getting Schlotterbeck at centre back to replace Virgil.
I'm still saying
everything pre-signed. Boom, 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 boom.
Not good enough.
Would you in any way feel comfortable with that scenario?
No, I'd say welcome to the top four battle. That's what I'd say.
What about you, Cal?
It's not good enough.
I mean, it's about as good as we can get, so I'd live with it.
No, but would it make you feel any better?
Virgil is the captain and I don't think it would make me feel better, but it's if these players are going, then for me, apart
find
from
better replacements.
No, but
I'll give you another one. All right.
That's what I'm saying. But no, but Matt, this is why I keep on asking you, everyone in the chat. I'm
gonna give you players. Right, it's never gonna happen, but I'm gonna say it anyway.
No, but then there's no point saying it, then, bro.
Well, okay. In my mind, it could happen because
it's not. If Rodrigo's not happen.
Yeah, Rodrigo could happen.
It's not happening, man.
Bruv, I'm saying if Drift can manifest the player that he wants, I'm doing the same thing. I will keep saying Rodrigo until we get
manifest realism, bruv. We don't. That's why we never get the player we want.
It happened with Ibu. So maybe one player. You get what I'm saying? But here's what I'm saying. Rodrigo, one of them. Say you get Rodrigo. Right back, I haven't got a flipping monkey, so we get. I'm being real with you guys. I still don't even know what right back is. Because I don't even think Hakimi's it.
Go and get me a defensive-minded right back. I don't even care, bro. I'm gonna just be real.
Centre back.
So, Livramento then. Swap Hakimi for Livramento.
I like Livramento. You know, I rate him. But again, it's
and swap Kudus for Isak.
Yeah, but who plays out on the right then?
Chiesa.
No, we would obviously have to change the way we play, wouldn't we? We'd have to.
No, but I hear you, Drift. But who goes right then, bro?
All right. On top of that, it would be one of Nunes or Jota that would go. So we'd buy a right winger, but it just wouldn't be an extravagantly expensive right winger. We might get like a teenager from South America or something like that. And then maybe Diaz could play right in the meantime or something along those lines. But Isak would be coming in to try and replace Salah's goals, though. So Isak, Schlotterbeck, and Livramento. Do you feel any different about the situation now?
Can I be honest with you? They're all like good players in their own right. I just think we're living in a world where the two players that we have right now, one of one, and you can't replace them. So I get what you're saying. You look for the best alternatives, but I just don't think the alternative. It sounds weird. Isak is probably the only one I got. That's a guarantee. Yeah, all right, we'll take Isak. But the other two positions in that team, there's no one that stands out. I rate Schlotterbeck. I rate Bastoni. But even then, I'm going. But there's still a massive drop off to Virgil. Massive drop off, bro. If Virgil's a 10 out of 10, Schlotterbeck and Bastoni are like 7s. And that's still good in it. You never think of player rates, that's good. But they're not 9 or 9.5. Like, there's no one in world football.
I said it to Cal yesterday, Matt. I don't think there's anybody who can replace Virgil and Salah that are actually more than 50% of what those two players are in their position. So if you go and find me any centre back, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I think Bastoni is only 50% at most of the player that Virgil is. I'd say if he's the best option
I'd rather
there,
Schlotterbeck, to be fair, but
even Schlotterbeck, I just think he's 50% of Virgil. And I don't know if you can even find me a right winger that's even 50%. I know you're gonna say Rodrigo.
Bad boy.
But Rodrigo at a push 60% of what Salah is. At a push.
I know he's not Salah, and he will never be Salah.
Like this, we're talking about levels that can't be replaced. This
but
is
here's what
so
you do.
crazy.
But this is sorry.
Now go on, man.
I just thought something quickly. Here's what you do.
Change the style of play.
Yes, and not only that, your the balance will change. So you would, for me, to replace Salah, this is gonna sound mad. You would probably have to go and get an Isak and say a Kudus. You'd have to get an Isak and a someone, because replacing those goals, I know people say that's Isak.
We want money.
But this is
where the money come from, man.
But this is what a big club would actually do. They'll see, like, for example, you see, when Real Madrid lost Cristiano Ronaldo, they were like, all right, we got Benzema for a certain amount of time, but we need to start adding players around Benzema. We need to start getting some goal getters. They got Vinicius, they got Rodrigo to help out. You can't just get the one player. But the problem is, what you're saying is true, Cal. Our club
you're
run like
Florentino Perez with FSG, man.
No, I'm saying what I would do. I'm just saying this is what we should be doing, but I know we won't do it, because you can't just replace one great player and bring in a player who is just good. It's never going to work.
Matt, you're preaching to the choir, bro.
Do you get what I'm saying? So that gives you. So the answer's right there. Then we can't do anything. What can we do if we can't do that? Then
we can do this, bro.
Bruv, I'll be willing to speak about this guy that people rate. I think he is one of the. I think this guy is so overrated.
Nah, you're doing the most now, mate. He's a good player.
I'm sorry, Canadian Jonathan David.
I'm not saying he's world class.
But if we sign him, welcome to the top 4 battle.
No, but here's the thing. Say, for example, we lost Jota and
Bruv,
Nunes.
he's so meaty, you won't believe.
Hear me out, man. Let's say, for example, we lost Jota and Nunes, and the replacements were Isak and Jonathan David on a free. I would be fine with that.
Bruv, just do you know what? Just get me Jonathan David and bring back flipping Origi, bruv. I am not joking. Jonathan David is not what everyone thinks he is. I'm telling you from now. Watch him carefully.
Is he better
in the French league? If I'm being honest, I'd rather keep Nunes. That's me being so real. I'd rather keep Nunes. That's me being so real. Jonathan David won't be able to hack it in the Prem. The league is too fast for him. Go and watch how he plays.
All right. I'm gonna hit you up with one. Yeah. What if the club somehow had the money to do this? We didn't replace right back. We didn't replace right back in order to facilitate this. It was Bradley and Gomez became the 2 right backs, which I still think solid. It's not as good as having the weapons Trent has. I still think that is a massively solid right back situation, though. We buy Bastoni.
This right there.
We buy Schlotterbeck.
Oh wow! You thought I was a madman.
We buy Isak.
Blame it on the goose.
Wow.
Catch Finn loose. Blame it on the troll.
Duran.
Who was the other one?
Duran.
Bro,
Would you be happy with that?
hold on, name all them names again.
Just basically said,
Schlotterbeck.
how do you feel if I bought you £1 million house, 3 new cars?
No, but remember what
And
you're
unlimited
losing. This
petrol.
is on the premise that we lose Salah, Trent, and Virgil, though, remember? So the
So let me get
replacement
this
was
straight. They're
Bastoni.
around about 80 million.
No, forget the money, bro. Just forget the money.
He just
Wait.
said-
Man said forget the money. Jeff, can I ask you a genuine question before you finish what you're about to say?
Money.
Just quickly. Whenever Liverpool have lost more than 1 or 2 players, do they ever replace the same with the same quantity? So say if we lose 2 players, Liverpool always go and get 2
With me
players.
for a minute, guys. Forget the money. I'm just trying to see where your head is at in
Man
terms of
said forget the money.
forget the money. I'm just trying to see where your head is at with regards to what would make you feel that the squad was still okay. That's where I'm trying. So forget the money for a minute. So if we bought Bastoni, Schlotterbeck, Duran, and Isak, and Mo, Trent, and Virgil left, how would you feel? Would it be
I
good
feel
enough?
like how you're feeling now, because you high, bro. You high, bro.
You think I
Drift,
don't
you
know
said-
that?
Drifting in an ideal world, obviously, no one's
In
saying.
an ideal world, you keep Salah, Virgin, Trent, and you add
Yeah.
Kudus as well.
Because if we spend all that money, we might as well kept all the 3 players, bro.
If money is involved, would them 4 players make you feel okay that the 3 have left?
Probably, I don't know, Drift.
Oh, you forget, bro. Our owners have spreadsheets as their screensavers, bro.
No, but Matt,
That's the owners, bro.
with those 4 players,
They got
make
it as
you
their
feel-
lock screen to remind themselves each and every time. JWM is about to purchase something. When he goes to unlock the screen, I gotta look at that spreadsheet, bro. This is what our owners are like, bro.
There's the method to my madness. Would that make you feel like we were still competitive? Could still
Of
win the
course,
league?
bro. But of course
No,
we
it
would,
not, would it?
bro. If
Would
we
those
lost,
4 players actually make you feel?
Drift,
And Cal,
if we-
would those 4 players make you?
I still
feel
think we're competitive. Yes.
Cal, what about you? If we got those 4 players,
if you swap Duran for Kvaratskhelia, then maybe
no, Duran, because Kvaratskhelia is too over the top.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot we're living in realism again. My battery.
No. I said it's too much of an ideal scenario. I know you would say yes to Kvaratskhelia. That's why I didn't use him as an example. Because your favoritism is going to kick in then, and then you're going to be like, as long as Kvaratskhelia comes to Liverpool, then I don't care. So I can't do that because then you're going to be biased. Duran and Isak. I'm still giving you Isak, man, because I know, and Schlotterbeck, because I know how much you love those 2 players. So Bastoni, Schlotterbeck, Duran, Isak. Do you think that would make you feel like we were okay? And Virgil, Mo, and Trent have gone.
I don't know if we win the league with those players.
Well, anyway, the reason why I've asked you is because I just gave you a very unrealistic level of talent coming in, and you're still and ahhing, and you still don't even really feel like you can yes, I think we'll be all right. So if that's the case, then, bro, how do we actually deal with this situation?
No, but
when,
here's
as
the
you lot
thing.
made right, we will never spend that much money.
I've been quite vocal about.
So what do we do?
This is where I'm going to get called out by people because I've been quite vocal about Trent from the very beginning, saying I don't really want him at right back. I want him in midfield because of performances like yesterday, he has that in him, innit? But I also will sit here and tell you I want us to keep the player because as a footballer, what he brings when he's on it is like is not like anything I've really seen apart from like a few players like your Gerrard, your Beckham, your KDBs, your Scholeses and all that. So I think having a player like that at your disposal is worth his weight in gold. To replace Trent as a right back, not Trent the footballer, but as a right back, it's not the hardest thing to do. To replace Trent's talent at right back is not going to happen. To replace the position at right back can be done. I stand by that. Even though I want Trent to stay, even though I want to give Trent a contract, you can go and get a right back for me that complements the system. So you look at it and go, yeah, there's times in the season where you're going to miss Trent's creativity, but you're right throughout the rest of the season. Virgil and Salah, I don't have a clue, bro. Because you've mentioned Slotterbeck. You know how much I rate Slotterbeck. I rate Hatto as well. I rate Bastoni. Bastoni's not coming to the Prem.
No.
Slotterbeck, I don't know how he deals with the Prem. That's me being honest. Maybe he deals with it fine, but does he deal with it like Virgil does? I don't know. Because again, everyone forgets Virgil did have some teething issues at Southampton at first. You're allowed to have that at Southampton. You ain't allowed to have those teething issues at Liverpool. So Virgil was refined when we got him. I don't think Schlotterbeck's fully refined yet. And then at right wing, I rate Kudus, I rate Mbeumo. If you had told me Elise, then I'd go, you know what? Maybe. If you'd said Elise, then I'd go, all right, I can work with that. He's not Salah. He might never be Salah, but I can work with Elise. But, bro, I sit there and I look at Virgil and I look at Salah and I think, how the hell do you replace those players when we have no money coming into the club?
Oh, bro, I just gave you, and I just made you realize you can't replace them full stop, bro. Because you were still and ahhing, and I gave you 4 top players who were unrealistic money-wise. And you weren't happy, bro. Do you get what I mean? So,
Drift, can you just remind what were the 4 players again you said? Just want to make sure I've got this.
Bastoni,
Schlotterbeck,
Schlotterbeck,
Isak and Duran.
Isak and Duran.
It would.
Yeah, John W. cut his mic, bro.
And for real, it would mean that we're definitely still. It would show intent if I'm being honest, but here's the problem though with our club. Sometimes I don't know how we're always so competitive because there's times when I feel like the club doesn't do enough, but we somehow always make it work. And I feel like this is the club that we are. We always have to try and make it work. And I do think at some points, like that luck could just run out where like we just generally just don't have enough. Here's my real worry to bring it back a little bit back to realism now. When all those players left in that summer and we had to do a rebuild of the midfield, how many players left in that summer?
It was.
They weren't really important to us, though, man.
That's what I was going to. It was Milner, Hendo, Fab, Naby, and Ox, and Bobby.
Apart from Bobby, I think the other 5, most people were willing to let go at that point. Like it was.
But I think but even what we did there though was still very risky. It worked, but it was risky. Reason being is you never let all those players leave at once or at one time, because like we were doing, we were scouring, trying to make sure we got all the replacements at the same time, and you have to all hope they hit the ground running. You're trying to hope it doesn't cost you too much. If we lose all these 3 players at the same time, I can't even tell you how we're going to get absolutely fleeced in the market.
Yeah,
it'd have to be released.
We did get about 60-70 mil for those 2 combined.
We did. But I just think it was risky, man. Like whether people want to say it was Klopp or whether people want to say it was the club, it doesn't really matter. We was in that situation and we had to replace all them players at the same time. And we did get lucky. We actually did. Let's keep it about not many. Like all them signings we made, Endo.
We will bring in good money this summer, though. By the way, boys, we are going to bring in good money this summer.
Was it?
From where?
Where?
Kelleher, we'll sell Kelleher. Ben Doki looks like we'll sell some of the youth players. In my opinion, we'll probably there will be players that will be sold that will bring in some money.
It wouldn't surprise me. I hate to say it.
Nunez will bring in. Bring in some money as well. I think
Nunez will go.
It's just the problem is. That money's that money should be going to replace the players who are leaving, not the players who are leaving on a free. That's the issue.
I've got a horrible take. Not horrible in terms of, but just like a take that probably no one wants to hear. I'm even worried that Diaz might leave.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've said this.
Because do you remember when I said at the start of the season? I think I just said it to you. I said I'm not going to say it until I feel like I will say it kind of thing.
How though, man? Because that would mean we're going to lose Salah, Nunez, and Diaz. That's the whole attack.
Here, what I'm going to say.
Don't sleep on Jota potentially going as well.
Diaz's situation is
not.
a lot.
This ain't possible, guys. You can't even do this if you got unlimited money.
Bruv, Diaz wants a new contract. We are not prioritizing. He's been wanting a new contract for a while. The last thing we heard about Diaz was a couple of months ago when there was a little bit of talks, but apparently they weren't even close. Diaz, in my opinion, has got suitors. I know Barca can't even register players, but they will. I'm sure they'll activate another lever for next summer if they really want to. Like, they'll do something. I'm not gonna ignore that, you know. I'm not gonna sit and think Diaz is definitely staying. I've been worrying about Diaz for a while. I just haven't said it. I just haven't said it here.
Simicast might be another one we saw.
This ain't possible, guys. You can't lose this many players at the same time. It's not possible. It would be unbelievably stupid.
Liverpool, we lost 5-6 players in the summer.
Yeah, but it was unprecedented and it was very risky, and we're lucky we got through it. We've never done that before. I don't think we'll do it again.
You think this club wouldn't do it again?
So you think that they'll let go of Simicast, they'll let go of Nunes, they'll let go of Diaz, they'll let go of Salah, they'll let go of Virgil, they'll let go of Trent, and they'll let go of, who was the other one? There was somebody else you said.
No, I said Diaz.
Kelleher.
Jota. Oh, yeah, sorry. And Jota, potentially. So we'll say maybe.
Oh, not Jota. I didn't think Jota. I didn't say Jota.
So that'll be 7 players, possibly 8, depending on if you cash in on Jota. So you guys think at the start of next season, the only player would be if when the attack is Gakpo. That's no chance. Come on.
No, I'm not saying
unrealistic.
No. I'm not saying all them players, but there's still
there's a possibility around a few of those, but
don't be surprised if 4 or 5.
We need a DM and we need a centre back.
Endo as well.
Saying. Don't be surprised if 4 or 5 players leave.
There's no chance we'd let go of that many players.
But players want playing time, and not only that, players want new contract. I'm just saying.
No,
it sounds crazy because it is, but this is Liverpool. We've seen it. What I'm saying is, try not to think that the club would never let this happen again, bro. That's all I'm saying, because we know how this club is ran. They can do things in the maddest way, and not the most logical.
I'm not saying all those players are going to go, Drift, but all those players, in my opinion, could be sold.
Futures are in doubt.
All at the same time. All the players in that list, I don't think are like above being sold.
Like, people are saying too much. No, I'm not saying all 6, 7. I'm saying don't be surprised if 4 or 5 players leave. Maybe 4 or 5. Don't be surprised.
No, normally, if 5 players leave a club like Liverpool, guys, it's normally squad players and youth players, and maybe one of the senior players. It would never be 5 senior players. That will be way too much.
All right, let me ask you this.
No, but that was because they were leaving for free, guys. And again, it was a one-off. Like, we'd never done it before. I doubt.
But that's what I'm saying. Three players are potentially leaving on a free. Yaros as well.
Actually, free.
Yeah,
right now,
you threw in Diaz, you threw in Nunes, you threw in Simicast, and potentially.
No, I didn't say no. But me and Carl were just kind of going through names. We're not saying. We're just saying these are the names potentially, just potentially, because Drift. We can only go at facts right now, and the facts are. The 3 top players, as things stand right now, they're leaving. As things stand, they're leaving. It wouldn't surprise me, bro. And I hate to even say this, if another 2 leave. It wouldn't surprise me, bro.
Of the main senior squad.
I'll give you an example.
Nunes is extremely important to Liverpool. So you think another extremely important player?
The more I think about it now, I don't see Nunes and Diaz leaving the same season. But what I can see is the 3.
I can't see Diaz staying beyond the summer. Sorry, I can't see Nunes staying beyond this summer.
Neither can I. So I think Nunes, Virgil, Salah, and Trent. And who knows,
forgetting for real, even Joey might have a feeling of wanting to leave this year. That's another senior player.
Endo might want game time.
Nah, come on, guys. We can't.
Is it that unrealistic when you actually think about the situations that some players are in?
Do you know there's no budget that could replace? So hold on, that'll be Endo, Gomez, Simicast, Diaz, Salah, Virgil, Trent, Nunes, and potentially Jota. How do you replace that, guys?
I don't think
impossible. I don't even care if you've got a budget.
Yeah.
How do you can't replace that? Not all in one window. That'd be impossible.
I don't think all of them go in one window, but I think all of those players would potentially look at the situation.
It would be impossible.
But shall I tell you what you're also forgetting? if Liverpool, I'll give an example. If Liverpool were to say lose 5 players, Liverpool will bring in 3 or 4. They never match the amount. Go tell me a
Sometimes
time
you
when
don't
Liverpool.
need to, though, Matt. I don't think you always need to match the number that.
All right, but we lost Firmino, Milner, Naby, Ox, and Thiago, right? In one summer? Was Thiago
I'd
the same
argue,
summer?
yeah, I'd argue say Bobby was already replaced by Nunes and Gakpo, though.
All right, but what I'm saying is Liverpool never do quantity for quantity. Obviously, it's better if you can do quality for quantity, but sometimes that we don't even do that. Because do you know what happens? We always leave ourselves short. That's what the general consensus is.
All right, no, I hear what you're saying, but say for example, Endo and Morton both leave, right?
Yeah,
There's
you
a
don't need
world
to
where you
replace
say-
both of them.
Yeah, you might only need to bring in one because then you might bring Bashir back.
But
From
I'm
loan,
talking
for
more of the top players. Like, that's what I worry about. I'm not saying these things are going to happen. I worry they could potentially happen because I can't sit here and be naive and act like I don't know who my owners are. This is the thing.
Boy, well, you know what? A lot of this is hypothetical. One thing that's not hypothetical is this moving on subjects. This is a post for Mo Salah's official Instagram page earlier on today. No caption, just a picture of him, Trent, and Virgil in the distance. Is that a cryptic message or is that just coincidence?
No, it's cryptic. 100%. Of course, it's cryptic.
If it is cryptic, what do you imagine that to be?
He's basically saying, get it sorted. We all want to stay. We all want to be here. Get it done. That's what he's basically saying. That's what he's saying. Get it done.
This comes down to what I was going to say, though. And I just kept quiet and I saw everybody running them out in the chat. I was like, all right, whatever. Because apparently if you say anything about Salah, it means you hate him. You have an agenda against him, which I still can't believe people are stupid enough to even say or think. But okay. If Salah took a shit in their bed, they'd probably be like, it's fine. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I don't think anybody can say that what Carragher said is wrong, because not that I'm going to tell people how to live their life, but we look at what Trent's been doing and we look at what Salah's been doing, whether what they have been doing or what they haven't been doing, whatever it is, and there's still some kind of something that can be like looked at upon like a little toxic, unnecessary, bad press. Why did you do that? But Virgil hasn't got anybody thinking that way. And that's the reason why I agree with what he's saying. I'm not saying that Mo is wrong. I'm not saying Trent is wrong. But what I'm saying is I'm sitting here personally looking at the situation of all three, thinking Virgil is the one looking the best. Virgil is the one who at this point is coming out of this with nothing negative that can be said about him. So I do think there's some truth in what Carragher said. Whether you like Carragher or not, which is going to skew a lot of people's opinions as well. A lot of people don't like him anymore, so not going to care what he has to say anymore. They're just going to always go against him. But I do think what he's saying is true. Nobody can deny the fact that VVD is the one who looks the best now in the whole situation. He's saying the right things. He's doing the right things more than the other two are. Because for whatever love you have for Mo, which I do understand, come on, man. It is silly to be doing these little things. This is like two exes breaking up and just posting things to piss the other one off. You know, them ones like, I'm out tonight, having a good time, just putting it up because you know the other one's going to see it. Just toxic shit. Now, there's no need for Mo to be doing this anymore. We get it. We know that it ain't really on you why you're not going to be here. But, bro, come on, man, stop it now. We don't need you continually doing all these things subliminally. Just allow it now, Salah, man. And again, I'm not going against him. It ain't necessary.
Haven't Virgil and Salah, in terms of spoken words, have they not pretty much said the exact same thing?
No, Virgil just keeps on saying, guys, we're not closer to a new contract. I'll let you know when we are. He just keeps saying that, and that's cool. Mo's like, we're not even thingy. I want to stay. Go ask the club why. Like, bro, just say what Virgil's saying.
Has he ever said go ask the club why?
Yeah. Ask the club why I haven't been offered a contract. He did say that.
Has he?
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. Can I say something?
Virgil looks the best in the scenario, no?
Maybe let's say Virgil does, yeah. I'm not even saying you're even wrong for saying that. Here's my issue with the whole thing, though. Carragher's allowed his opinion. You're allowed your opinion. I'm allowed mine. Carl's allowed his, yeah. Here's the bit where I wonder whether you lot are going to agree with me or not. Salah does something different to Virgil because Salah does post quite a bit or when he wants to. That's just Salah's MO. Salah done it even when he was going for the last contract negotiations. He done the kind of the same thing, innit? Here's my thing though. Why has Carragher always got to say so much? Why can't Carragher just be like, because again, he's a pundit.
No,
right?
you do
Let me land.
No, but for context, they made him answer the question. He didn't just come out with it off his own back. But I want to add the context, bro, because I watched the Sky Sports thing, and they made him answer the question. He didn't just want to say it off his own back.
No, I know he didn't. But with all due respect to Carragher, because listen, I'm not taking away. Again, I'm not having a go at Carragher. What I'm saying is this, though. Someone can ask you, and you can respond. It's how you choose to respond. He knows what he's doing. Why should Carragher be getting into a little bit of a feud with Mo when Carragher kind of even knows what's happening? That's another thing. Let me land my point, guys. Let me land my point.
No, Matt, I'm just interrupting.
Hear me out. Let me land, guys.
No, Drift, hold on. No, the reason I'm interrupting you, Matt, is because Carragher's actually responded to Mo's tweet. So before you say what you like, listen to his response and then go from there. Carragher's basic. So when Mo said, I think you're starting to get obsessed with me, he says, I've always been obsessed with you. Hopefully that obsession will continue next season.
And the context, Matt, just so you understand this, they asked him about Trent and Salah, and he said, do you want to know what? I'm getting bashed for anything I say about these guys, so I want to answer your question like this instead, because I don't want it to seem like I'm being negative towards Mo and Trent. I just think that they should look at the way Virgil's conducting himself, because he, in everyone's estimation, has gone up with how well he's conducted it. And people have indifferent things to say about the other two. So I just think that they should look at what Virgil's doing and follow that example. That's all he said, bro. People are blowing it all out of context because they want the drama.
Can I land now?
Do you think that's wrong? Do you think that's wrong what he said?
Can I land now? Let me land now. Yeah? Here's what I'm going to say. Again, even if Carragher says something like, I'm going to try not be disrespectful X, Y, and Z. By you saying, I think they should take a leaf out of Virgil's book, you're already creating a narrative. You don't have to say that. It's about what you say and how you say it. All I'm saying is, no. Carragher can easily say, with the contract situation, I see what's going on. Hopefully Liverpool get it sorted. But what Carragher likes to do, he likes to delve in deep, pause, and he likes to really break down and be meticulous about what he's saying. You don't always need to do that sometimes, because he's the killer. He's having a little back and forth with Carra, and even if it's not like nothing major, we don't need that either. Why has that even got to be played out? Why did Carra even have to respond? Carragher had to respond, though, didn't he? Because he's Carragher, he has to respond. You know, sometimes you can just not say nothing. Sometimes all you can do is just observe, analyze, and you don't even need to respond. Everyone feels like they need to respond. Mo tweets, Mo puts something, someone has to respond. Someone has to. I didn't see no one else respond. I didn't see Kenny Dalglish. I didn't see no other Liverpool / legends respond to Salah's tweet, but Carragher will. And I get it, he's a pundit.
He was talking about Carragher.
And I get it, he's a pundit. All I'm saying is, though, by Carragher even saying things like, I'm not having a go at Salah, but I do think basically they should act like Virgil. You know what you're doing, Carra. You know what you're doing. You're gonna get a little response from Salah. So I ain't really too bothered about like what Carra's saying. So sometimes, Carra, you know the situation is delicate. Be very, very mindful of what you are saying, because what happens is that Carra's created a narrative to the point where we're not having a conversation about how Carra thinks about Salah. That shouldn't even be that should never be happening in the first place.
So
he's created that narrative.
So two things for me. The reason why Carragher's getting smoke drift is because this is the latest statement in a round of statements he's made, and the previous statements haven't covered him in glory. But a genuine question. Everyone say, well, Carragher said Salah and Trent should act like Virgil, right?
Yeah, should take a leaf out of his book, yeah.
Okay, what's Trent done wrong?
Well, if the rumors are to be
no. I've asked you, genuine question.
No, and I'm saying, if the Real Madrid making the offer, the rumors are true that it's because Trent has said to his team, like I want to come to thingy, so try and get me there, then I think doing that in the middle of a title chasing season is wrong.
I'll ask you the question again, Drift. What has Trent done wrong from a contractual standpoint with negotiation?
Oh, I mean, you didn't say that part last time, but I will still say the same thing. But I will say to disrupt us trying to win the league by convincing Real Madrid it's okay to make a bid for him in January is wrong.
How again?
But
Trent
that's
has
part of
said-
the contract.
No,
bro.
no,
That is part-
wait. So everyone's getting on Salah for saying stuff, and everyone's getting on Trent for not saying anything. What has Trent done wrong? Because he's not spoken about it. He said from the beginning he's not going to speak about it, and because there's rumors coming from Spain,
It's not
Wait,
rumors,
wait,
Cal. They
Drift,
made
Drift,
a
let me
bid,
land.
bro.
All right. Well, today Lynch and Pierce both came out and said Trent has never said that he wanted to leave Liverpool Football Club, and they're still negotiating his contract.
Yeah, he
Why
hasn't
is
said
that?
it to us.
So hold on.
But-
Why is it we can believe Marker and Revelio and all that stuff, but we can't believe Lynch and
No,
Pierce?
I don't believe Marco, Cal.
So
The
you just
moment
believe-
Real Madrid made a bid, I can only think it's because Trent's team said, I will come to Real Madrid. Otherwise, why would Real Madrid waste their time?
because you
No, real
try and
talk, bro. Why would they waste their time?
because you test the waters, Drift. If you see a players out there that you want and he's not signed a contract, you test Liverpool's resolve and you go, do you know what? No, let me land. You test their resolve and you go, they might not want to leave him, they might not want to lose him on a free. Let's see if we can put in a bid for him to see if we can just rattle something there. Let's see if Liverpool cave in. There is nothing that's come out to suggest that Trent has said bid for me. There's nothing that's come out.
No,
All
there
of this
isn't.
is- no, let me land you.
There isn't
There's-
factually,
all
but
there's
we
been-
all know
all
how
there's been is
football
rumors
works.
from Spain. All there's been is rumors from Spain. Trent's not said a word, and he's been dragged through it.
No, he's been dragged for his performances, not for not saying anything. It's
Bruv,
the
he got
performances
dragged
he's
before-
been
He got
dragged.
dragged before the performance.
No,
got
I think
dragged
it's the poor performances. But Matt, do you believe truly? Cal said his piece. Do you truly believe Real Madrid didn't make that bid knowing that Trent wants to go? Do you think that they've just done it off their own back and they haven't even spoken to Trent? Do you actually believe?
No,
that?
Did we do that with Caicedo?
No, but Caicedo was a very different scenario. They said fire sale last 24 hours, and we just thought, oh shit, let's just see what happens.
So we did bid for Caicedo without any chance
Yeah.
of potentially getting him.
Our fire sale.
Why?
big,
Because we
bro.
tried to find an opportunity in it, right?
But this isn't an opportunistic signing.
It kind of is, bro. Because
No,
we don't
from Madrid,
know-
it's very opportunistic. It's very opportunistic.
It's like the 30th of
Madrid-
January. Then maybe I'd agree with you. Lot. They did it on the 1st of January.
Bro,
This is
Madrid-
opportunistic. They're trying to flex on us, you man. And they wouldn't do it unless Trent said, yo, I will come to Real Madrid if Liverpool say yes. That was the moment I realized Trent actually does want to play for Real
I
Madrid.
think what you have to remember is this though. When there's a lot of
Come on, man.
no, but you know what it is as well. There's that, and there's the other side as well. You kind of do that when you know you're going to be a free agent. You invite pressure, and maybe Liverpool will cave in and give him what he wants. Bro, there's a lot of gamesmanship right
bro.
now. There's bare
True, bro.
gamesmanship. Marca are the biggest advocate for Real Madrid. Bro, they will say anything. Bro, do you know what they said last week? Trent has already said no to Liverpool. He's already said no, and he's made his mind. Bro,
Forget the market stuff.
No,
Bro.
no, no.
Forget the market stuff. But Real Madrid made a bid. This isn't
Yes.
rumors.
Trent
Real
will be
Madrid made a bid.
Trent will be made aware via his agent, his brother, that bid was incoming. Yeah, 100%. That bid that they know the bid was coming, 100%. But it's gamesmanship. They could also be like, all right, yeah, cool, bid for us. And in Trent's brother's mind or Trent's mind, they're thinking, do you know what? Let them bid, because if they do that, Liverpool, Real Madrid showed intent, Liverpool might cave into these. But there's a lot of gamesmanship, or it could be what you're saying. I'm just saying we shouldn't sit here and think it's definitively the worst situation or the worst outcome. We shouldn't also just think that all the time.
No, that's not what I've said. I
Yeah,
said
there's
that
always
they
two sides to
only made
every
the bid
story.
because Trent said he will go.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They've only made the bid
Alonso.
because Trent said he will go.
yeah.
If you lot don't believe so, then that's fine. But I know how football works, guys, and there's no way they would make a bid without knowing that Trent, because Real Madrid are the last team that would embarrass themselves as well Do you get what I mean? Real Madrid don't really do things that embarrass themselves. So they've made that bid knowing he will come.
All right, funny you say that.
And
Funny
I
you
don't
say
think
that.
it'll be their last bid, guys. I think
Wait there,
Real
wait there, wait
Madrid
there.
are going to bid again during this window.
Funny you say that. What happened with Mbappe?
They had
Remember
to
when they tried
throw.
to get him a couple? Remember they
Yeah,
tried to
but
get him.
PSG had to make him an
Remember,
executive. They made him
bro,
basically the owner of the club for 2 years to get him to stay. Yeah, now where is he now, bro?
when Real Madrid make their move, obviously they feel confident there's a chance that they're going to get the player. There's no
Where's Kylian
denying
now,
it.
bro? Where's Kylian playing now?
No, what I'm saying is Real Madrid will do everything in their power to get the player. I'm not even saying Trent's not going to Madrid or he hasn't said yes. What I am saying is I don't want to sit here and definitively say, oh, because they bid, that definitely means that he just wants to go there. It could also be a bit of gamesmanship from Trent's team to make sure he get what he deserves by making them bid. Because
100%,
yeah, we know how the game works.
That's
People
100%.
will use another team for leverage. For example, I don't even see how you didn't want to bring up Arsenal. I don't want to bring up Arsenal, but I swear Cunha used Arsenal to get a new contract at Wolves, bro. Do you know, like, do you get it happens? Do you know what I mean? It happens. So I don't know, man. That's all I'm.
How's that is struggling with you,
Bro,
more than your
just about to bring down all the shirts, bro.
Yes, Homona, well gone.
Oh, my
But yeah,
days.
no, look, I'm not saying that and Matt, you are spot on. It could 100% be an absolute
That's why I don't want to
play
go too
to
far.
get the deal that he
Yeah.
wants, and it could be that. So we're sitting on a 50-50, Matt. We're literally sitting on a 50-50.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
could be
It's
what you're
50-50. I agree.
50-50 what I'm saying. Either
Yeah.
way, those are scarily high odds, though, right?
100%.
That's the
Of course
other
they're
thing
high.
that we don't want it to be. Do you get what I'm
But
saying?
it shouldn't
Very
be there.
scarily high
We
odds,
should be
bro.
worried because the fact that it's 50-50 means what it sounds weird. We're already losing the fight if it's 50-50. Do you know that? Because it should never have got to 50-50. We're already losing the fight.
It should never.
The fact that they've bid, obviously we haven't, accepted. But even if I'm right and we're using that as leverage, or he's using that as leverage to get a better contract, what happens if Liverpool don't even blink and they're like, no, if you want to go on a free, just go. We're not giving you them 400k wages. If you want to go play with Bellingham at Real Madrid, you go and do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, Bob, it's mad techie right now. I'll be honest with you. And again, why can't we just be sitting on these streams talking about our title charge but we got every day the contracts are actually the biggest
and that's
story.
why I said to you guys that my conspiracy theory is that they're doing it on purpose to take away from the pressure of trying to win the league because they know the contracts are going to be signed. So they don't mind all this toxicity in the public because inside we're like, we're all right, everything's cool, we know what. Look, we even rattled Real Madrid. And then all of a sudden they announce all three in like March, April. The league's probably already won. And then we win the league and we won the league without the pressure.
Bro,
Maybe
you're
it's
asking
just
for that.
conspiracy
Yeah, that's
theory,
a
but you
very,
don't know,
very
bro.
happy ending. I hear it though.
Jones
That
making
sounds like a
jokes.
Tyler Perry movie script. That's what that sounds like.
Well,
I was about to say something. We would have got cancelled because Tyler Perry does some mad films,
like I said, I'm not saying it's facts. I'm just saying that's my conspiracy theory. Because I'm
Nah,
not gonna
yeah,
lie,
yeah.
guys. The jokes that are being made, Slot's making jokes, Jota's making jokes. You know what I mean? Even Salah's making some jokes. It's like
But did you
it might all
see
just be
All
a
right.
ploy to
the
distract from the
way
pressure of trying to win the league.
Virgil shouted at Trent? It's like he was saying, "You need to fix up. I know what it is. Fix up." Like, bruv, it's like he wanted to punch him in his face.
But that
And
could
say,
be
"Da-da-da-da-da."
the game only, like just in that
It
game
could be,
only.
yeah, you could be right. It could be just a game, but do you know what it is? I've never seen Trent lack so much effort and desire ever.
So let me ask you something, Matt.
Bruv,
Do you believe?
Yeah.
Forget about the fact that he might be leaving. Yeah.
Mm.
Do you believe that a Scouse Academy
Mhm.
vice captain, 25, 26-year-old experienced player should ever show that little effort? Because you're allowed a bad game. Sometimes a bad game is out of your control.
No, should have got punched up. If you should have got
We
punched
all
up.
play football. But guys, how do you explain I watched back the Martinez goal again with an analysis. Shout out to the Big Six boys with analysis, of the Trent movement. They only focus on Trent. They didn't even
I've
follow
seen
the
it.
ball.
It's horrible.
Did you
I
see
know.
it? Nah, Matt. How do you condone a vice captain Scouse player
I
against
know.
Man United giving that little effort?
He needs to be dropped.
How do you explain that?
Because do you know how I can explain it for you? Like I said earlier on in the show,
gave up.
I think the other two are mentally stronger, and what they're going through, they're all going through it. But some people deal with things differently. Me personally, I don't think he can cope with it. I don't think he. You see, what's
Then
probably
he's not a
hurting it.
leader.
You're right, and do you know what I
I
think
don't
was
want.
maybe
I don't
hurt.
want the leader of my
Here,
army
let
cowering
me
in the
land, let me land.
trenches talking about.
No, it's not. No, let me land. Let me land. Let me
I
land. Let me
said
land.
about
Not
him
now,
not being
man.
a captain. I said this about him not being a captain type player, though. I said this.
Let me land. Let me land. The
Murphy
others are
Street Cows,
old.
remember that?
Still are.
Bruv.
We still are, Drift. We still are.
Apparently, we had Trent agendas because we said he wasn't good enough to be
Still,
captain.
bruv. Still to this day. To this
Does
day.
this look like captain material?
To this day.
Do you know
These
what?
man
Do you
don't
know
want to
what?
let me
Do you
land.
know what doesn't look good on his resume, guys? Two of his stinkiest performances he's ever given,
Everton and Man
energy
United.
and effort-wise, are Man United and Everton. That is absolutely unforgivable. I'm sorry.
But can I ask in a different way?
I can't get a word in you, man. I'm
No,
trying
no.
to.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Let me finish my point. If not, I'm just gonna make it. You know what? Bun you lot, yeah? Yeah? Takeover. These men are not letting me say what I want to say. Let me say it. Damn. Come on. Damn.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I forgot what I was even gonna say now. That's how peak it is. I forgot what I was actually gonna say. I can't even lie, bro.
Could the abuse?
I see Trent.
Could the abuse he's been getting? Yeah. Could the abuse he's been getting not play a factor as well? Because let's be real, we can sit there and act like
that's what I was getting. That's what
he's getting abused. He's been getting abused.
Here's the thing, Carl. Like I was saying, some people are like mentally stronger than others. They're all going through the same situation, but he's the one that I feel like just can't cope. And do you know what's made it worse for him? He said he's not going to speak about it. So imagine he's suffering in silence. Remember, Salah and Virgil never said that. Salah and Virgil might only be giving one-liners. Salah might have been doing a little bit more when he done the Man United thing, where man literally took off.
Salah's doing a lot.
His flip-flop. You know, Salah took off his flip-flops and said, "Give me the, pass me the mic. Yo, let me run the rhythm, run the tunes, them, run it." That's what Salah was doing.
Fitting, but he's also got his hand on the vinyls as well. Like,
is that DJ? Mix me.
He's doing his own wheel ups.
Yeah, but like, I just think maybe Trent. I hate to say it, he can't cope, bro. Mentally, he can't cope, you know. And the others are. Yes, he does. If he's mentally as fragile as he is now, he shouldn't be playing football. That's me being honest. And Trent's one of my favorite players, bro. But we can't have players that are not mentally there. He has to be there mentally. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like he isn't. This is the first time I've really questioned him and thought, brother, you look like you're not there. Bro, it looked like at one point he was about to cry. Did you see that bit?
Big up to Marcel. I was just gonna say, guys, on a real, like, there's almost 2,000 people watching the
trust me.
Can we get at least to 1,000 likes, please, guys? Please, just whatever you're doing, quickly just stop, like it, and then you can get back into the live chat. Let's switch things around, man. Let's say, for example, Trent had come out and said, "I want to stay at the club," and was doing everything that Salah is doing. Do you know what scenario I could see potentially happening? Is, well, why don't you just sign the contract that you're beginning if you love the club that much?
Well, I can
I'll be real.
Yeah.
Like, I love Salah for what he's doing, and I'm fully in support of what Salah's doing here. But it's not helping his situation.
It's not. But they're saying they want to stay. What the other part of the story that we're not hearing, and that's FSG side, is what they're asking for. And what they're asking for, the demands, we don't know. We can only guess. Because what I've heard is they both want 3 years. Salah wants 400, and I think Virgil wants about 300 or something like that. Yeah. And apparently FSG are only willing to give them 2-year deals, like how you was talking about. And they probably feel like we don't want to do that because after a year we'll be back in the same situation. We want our futures to be a bit more clearer so they can focus. They want to be mentally ready. And if I'm being honest, Carl, FSG, if any FSG correspondent or anyone that works for Liverpool is ever going to see this video, I need them to hear this. I've never ran a football club, and neither of you, neither Jiff, and neither is the chat. But one thing we can all agree on is that when you have assets of this high quality, you kind of need to sometimes go above and beyond to make sure that they are able to continue at your organization. It can't always be a conveyor belt situation. Eventually, they will have to leave due to age, but that time isn't now. They still have a lot left to give. And what worries me even more so is that the longer this goes on, I know it all looks good on inside training when you hear the music is pumping and rare tear, everyone's joking. But I'm telling you, when the cameras are not there, they are 100% talking about the situation. Of course they are. They're brethren. They've all been brethren for like about a lot of them for about 6-7 years. Do you get what I'm saying? Them man go to each other's house, chill. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? Like they'll come over for dinner, rare tear with a family, and that. Of course they're gonna talk about it. It's only natural. They are human beings. People think that they're not gonna speak about their contracts with one another. Then that's, for me, that's a bit naive, because it's a workplace. In any workplace, this normally leaks out in some way or form anyway. But these men look like they're like brothers now, like kind of brother kind of thing. They're gonna speak about it because they're gonna be alarmed. They're gonna be like, bro, like I don't know where my future's right now. They're going to speak about it, and it's going to affect the rest of the team. And this is why we don't want another club situation where there was this grenade that was just thrown in. Obviously, not a real grenade. Just want to make that clear. Do you know what I'm saying? And like all the problems just came out of that grenade, and it wrecked our season. We've got the same scenario now. There's a grenade on the floor with contracts in there, and they're about to just. Do you know what I mean? They're going to go everywhere. The contracts, and no one not know what's going on. So what if Virgil and Salah leave? Oh, flip, man. This team looks like they're not really looking to like cement where we were going under slot. Yeah, maybe we should like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, fam. I'm speaking to my agent, bruv. I don't really like the feel-good factor here anymore. Things I like, yeah, I rate the manager, but the players are also very, very crucial in terms of what the manager needs to do. It don't matter how great Slot is. If Slot don't have the tools, how can he do his work? Slot will never say it publicly because he's not supposed to. You speak to Slot on a one-on-one, yeah, and you say, big man, if you lose them 3 players, you think you can cope? He'll be like, listen, you can't replace them players. I can only do the best I can, but I know I'll be starting from a deficit because them 3 players are world-class. What are we doing here? So FSG, if you're listening, listen to what I just said. But they won't, but it's cool.
All right. I'm going to hit up some supers before we speak about Chiesa. Jack of all spaces says Chiesa staying to fight his demons in the basement. Oh, we're gonna speak about that in a minute.
It seems like he's losing.
Big Les says, watching Forest, I dread seeing Trent and Robbo defending. Yeah, I hear that. Big up Celine says, you man dropped the beat. It's my wife's birthday, and okay.
Raw. That is
okay, dope. Happy birthday to Mrs. Salim. Whatever you guys do in your private time, that's up to you guys. Happy birthday.
Innit?
happy birthday.
It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride.
Look at LSE Mads comment.
Yeah, right.
Man, they're coinciding the two.
Big legs. His legs, big Les, sorry, says you're so bad you don't even know what's it's happened. I hear it. JC says, fellas, check Salah's tweet. He called Carra out. Yeah,
look at him, Rans.
Oh no, I know it's gonna be wild.
Imran's a legend, you know.
No, Ahijah's worse, bro.
That depends based on the laminate.
Nice. No.
Oh man. Big up brothers, Beige and Reds TV. Go and subscribe. Says, question: are you guys paying Trent 350k per week? Or that equates to about 300k per week.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. top player deserves.
Can I
wages.
contradict myself?
Yeah.
I would, but he's not worth it. But
we'll
I would
come back to that. We'll come back to that. Pixel Beer says serious questions. Nottingham Forest a threat to top 4? Yes, I don't believe.
Yeah, top 4.
They're a threat to us next week, though.
A massive threat to us,
bro. I'm worried.
Glorious MCFC says before I get jumped, I will leave quick. I promise. FSG are incompetent. VVD and Salah are prem greats. You pay people them KDB money, 400k or more. Simple. You won't get jumped for that comment, I don't think. Big up yourself, man.
No, yeah, I think he means by the City fan.
Yeah, Big being a City fan.
Yeah.
He hit the nail on the head. I never heard any drama regarding KDB's contract. Never heard any drama relating to it. Troy, big up yourself. Gifted 5 memberships. If you're a recipient of one of those, please give Troy a shout out.
Big
please.
Shout
out to our brother in Denmark. Soren says, big up gents regarding renewing contracts, I think VVD and Salah's fitness levels are better than 99% of 30 plus former players. See no problem with 3-year contracts. They just need to sort out a few contracts. So they just need to sort a few contracts before, don't they? Just need to sort before Virgin. I mean, we'll see. Sorry.
Just on that, guys. Do you believe that Mo and Verge would take a little bit less money for a longer length contract? So say, for example, they said to Mo, we won't give you 400, we'll keep you on 350, but we'll give you 3 years instead of 2. Do you think the club would do that? And then do you think Mo would be happy with that? Or do you think it'd be like, no, I'd rather make 400 over 2 years than 3?
No, I think he wants the longevity. I think when you get
I do too.
Money's important, but it's your longevity. You kind of want to be settled.
I don't think it's peace of mind, man. I think at that stage of your career, you don't want to be thinking about having to keep signing contracts
after a year, innit? Because if they sign a 2-year deal when them things there, after you can think we're back here again.
But to be honest with you, and this is with all due respect to the 2 goats that they are, if they signed 2-year deals and it was Mo 34 and Virgil 35 when we're in this situation again, I'd happily let them walk at that stage. I'll be honest, I don't think it's a big deal if they go for free at 34 and 35. I don't know if you lot agree or disagree. I think them leaving now, give us 2 more years, and then I'm okay if you go for free. Genuinely.
I don't like putting, again, we're doing the whole age thing. I'd rather judge a player on their ability and what they can provide rather than their age. If Thiago Silva left Chelsea 2 years earlier, Chelsea would have been on their knees.
No, but at 36, 35, 36 years old, they would have been able to buy somebody that would have been adequate enough at that stage of his career.
Maybe, but he was a guarantee. Thiago Silva, Virgil and Salah are guarantees. You see, when I asked the question earlier,
he was in and out, weren't he? Though he was in and out the squad at that point. He wasn't playing week in, week out at 36.
Pretty much a regular, bro.
I'm sure by that point he was a bit like in and out. They were being more selective with when they played him.
But that's why I asked the question earlier. Here's the thing: Kudus could come to the club and he could put up Salah numbers. He could. That's not, in my opinion. I don't think it's impossible. I think it's unlikely, but it's not impossible. But why even take the risk when you have a guarantee at the club already? That's my point.
Oh yeah.
Sam Max says, you don't replace players like Mo and Virgil. They are irreplaceable. We can only hope that to get players that suit the system. Then it's down to the players to perform. I hear that as well. Troy M, bad-minded question, but would you rather lose Trent, Mo, and Salah for free this summer with new owners, your choice of owner by the end of 2025, or keep all 3 for another 3 years, but FSG stay for another 10?
Oh my gosh.
I'd rather keep all 3 and FSG stay for another 10. You lot are going to... I don't know if this is going to open up a whole different can of worms, so I probably shouldn't even say it because we're already an hour and a half in, but I don't believe with PSR, FFP and all these things that are going on right now, that there's that much difference that can happen financially.
Are you saying that because look at what's happened to Newcastle? How limited?
Yeah, like you can have all the money in the world, but I don't necessarily even know. We've missed the boat of FSG doing the most. That is what the frustration is for me. Now our ceiling is still nowhere near as high as what people would like it to be. Like, we're going to stay within the parameters of FFP and PSR and all that. We couldn't just go out and spend 400 million in one summer with
We
Arab
wouldn't need
owners.
to. We wouldn't need to though, Drift.
No, but I think that's what everybody in their mind thinks would happen if we had new owners. I think they'd think new owners will come in and every summer we'd just be killing it with the amount of money we spend. We don't make enough money to be doing 300-400 mil every season. So I think there's a lot of people who live in an unrealistic dream world where you change the ownership and we're just constantly moving like Chelsea 20 years ago. Remember when they just buy whatever they want, whenever they want, and just spend whatever they want? It wouldn't be like that. Go and ask Newcastle. Newcastle might have to sell Isak to be able to go and spend money. And they've got the richest owners in the world. And I know they don't make as much income as us, but do you get what I mean? It's still like, you've got to be realistic. I don't know how much ownership anymore can really push the boat out financially. I just don't. It's a tricky one now. It's a tricky one.
It is tricky, yeah. I agree though. I agree.
I'm gonna answer the question and move on really quick. Yeah, I'm getting rid of FSG.
So you think that the new ownership would be?
That's the thing, yeah. Because I'm with Drift in terms of.
You have no idea what that ownership would do.
It's the parameters as well that we.
Your choice of owner, Troy said, "I'm bringing in football men who want to win. I'm not bringing in people."
My only worry would be we would have all this money like Newcastle and we can't really spend.
No, but this is what I'm saying, boys. I don't think we have to spend like a Newcastle. Remember, again, there are some fans who go overboard.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever sit here and go, we need to spend 300 mil every summer.
No. I'm not saying that.
But I want to see owners who go, Isak here. Okay, we'll keep Mo Salah, we'll keep Virgil, we'll keep Trent. We might let Nunes go, but let's go for Isak because he seems to be the best in class. That's what I want for my own.
Financially, is that possible though?
Yeah, bruv, we made a profit last summer, and we make if I'm not mistaken, well, apart from Manchester City, we make the most money in the league.
Owners before all this crap.
By the way, I'm genuinely asking because remember, it wouldn't just be Isak. We'd have to go and buy a centre back. We'd have to buy a left back. We possibly still need a DM. It wouldn't just be about Isak, would it? So where would the money come from if all those stayed? To be able to then buy all of those other positions you need.
All right,
as well.
So you mentioned left back. If you sell Tsimikas, some of that money goes back to buying Tsimikas, for example.
I hear that.
What the other position you said? A centre back.
DM. We need a DM and a centre back.
A DM. We're gonna have to eat that one as well. I mean, you sell Endo and Morton.
Pause.
Potentially, yeah. Pause. You potentially so Endo, Morton, potentially Bashetic. You might sell. That subsidizes some of that fee as well.
But what I mean is, even though what you're saying is
Ben
true,
if Ben Doak goes for 30 mil, that's Hatto money.
Remember what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to be as hyperbolic in my devil's advocate as possible, just to give people maybe a little something they're not thinking about. Because the players that we would want, Cal, and let's be honest, are going to cost a real large amount of money. Even somebody like Schlotterbeck, you're still paying 50, 60 mil.
No, but I don't need. If I'm getting Hatto in the left back, I don't need Schlotterbeck.
Okay, Hatto probably will cost us 40.
About 30.
I don't know, man. He's a bit of hype behind him, still young potential.
No, apparently
you can get him for 30?
Yeah, about the 30.
I say, yeah, maybe about 30.
How much do you think we'd have to pay for the DM we got them?
The DM, I mean,
at least got to be 60, 70, right? To get.
I reckon the club will find someone around the 50 mil mark.
No, I'm saying in the world where we get who we want for DM. It'll be at least 60 mil, right? At least to get the DM that we all actually want. Maybe. So already you've nearly spent 100 mil just on your centre back and your midfielder. Do you get what I mean? If that's going to cost you 120, 130, 140. Okay. We all know that. So you start thinking to yourself, are there little 15 mil for Tsimikas, 10 mil for Endo? Are these little trinkets we're going to get actually going to subsidize?
Spot on, Drift, but the following summer, how much would we have to spend on the squad?
Not much.
Right, so it balances out then. That's my point. So one summer we might have to go crazy, but for the next three summers we might just have to do touch-ups. Bro, we've all done it, bro. When you move into a house or wherever, first year you're decorating, you're buying bare stuff for the house. Year 2, year 3, you're not buying paint anymore. You're not buying stuff to render the walls. You're not buying carpet. You're not buying laminate because you've already got it. So the first year, the outlay is going to be mad, but it balances out over the next 2, 3, potentially 4 years.
Unless the boiler goes, because you weren't expecting that.
Yeah, of course. But that's why you got savings, in it. That's why you got insurance. That's why you got gas insurance.
I'm just saying that's $4,000 now. Bang, you weren't expecting that. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I hear. Please don't even put that into an atmosphere right now, because I'll be real.
No, I'm just giving you the
I've had fair share boiler
I
issue.
take these shirts down and I'll put my feet in. I'll be doing streams upside down if that happened to me. I'm not gonna lie. It'd be a mazza for you lot.
No, but you know my example is I'm saying like there might be another thing that happens in the next year or two that you wouldn't think it was happening. Like shit. What do we do?
But then
now?
you've got owners. You've got owners who will react to it. Then, innit?
You could be right. I don't know.
You'll Never Walk Alone says Edwards does scout well. He has a great track record. That is very true. Soren says there's a solution where you buy a DM, move McAllister to 10, and move Szoboszlai to the right wing. It doesn't move me though. Szoboszlai on the right wing doesn't move me. I gotta be real.
People on the left.
Mac in the 10 does.
Yeah.
Sobo doesn't know on the right wing. I'd rather see Sobo on the left wing, but we're less for talent over there. Paul A says Edwards found Salah and VVD. Surely can replace them. We hope, man.
I hope so, bro. But the market's even more.
The market's different.
I'm not gonna lie, man. That's like saying because I went truffle hunting today and I found someone to find some more truffles tomorrow. It don't work like that, man.
Jay says Matt rated Patson Daka, but not David. LOL.
How dare you? After I was how dare you, Jay? I should cook you for this. They got Jay. I should cook you for this. How dare you? Don't ever say Patson Daka.
That's such a dad response. How dare you?
Bruv, I remember when, do you know what's so crazy? Wasn't it us three were fully against Patson Daka and some of the chat were like, no, get Patson Daka. And we were just like, hell no.
No, do you know what we were told? We were told that we were being entitled.
Oh, yeah.
That Daka wasn't good enough to play for Liverpool.
I swear.
I never got
that. Was saying he was better than Origi, you know.
Bruv,
Madness. But you remember
the
that?
Daka thing was mad, bro.
Yeah, CJ said LFC will end up with the likes of Igor Paxal, Martin Fernandez, Gertruda for like 50 mil. You guys know how Liverpool move. Gertruda, if we we're gonna get Gertruda, last summer would have been the time, surely. Like,
where did he go in the end?
Leipzig.
Oh yeah. Is he doing well? Do you know? Even is he
doing okay?
Okay.
We do like a Leipzig transfer over Liverpool.
Freshy says, I'm Canadian. I don't want David near this.
Tell him again, Freshy. Tell him again, man.
Yes.
Jonathan David is, bruv.
I just don't think he's rubbish. I'm not saying
No, he's rubbish. If we sign him, we're in trouble.
No, man. I think you've gone too far saying that. Do you know what? No,
Jonathan he's rubbish David for us. For us.
Yeah, Jonathan David would be the perfect Pedro replacement when Liverpool buy Pedro. He goes Brighton. That is like Jonathan David. Level.
No, West Ham. He should go West Ham. That's the type of club. Like
Brighton and West Ham are pretty much the same.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. When I say rubbish, I mean for us.
Right.
No, but you've got to take into the stature of the club and all that kind of stuff. Like West Ham only won Europe 2 years ago, Cal.
That transfer stinks if we get him, bro.
Soren says also we need to get Rio playing in the first team. That boy is sick, can play left, right, and center. I don't want us to rush him, no, Soren. He's quality. I don't want us to rush him. Playing men's football is different to playing the age he's playing at the moment.
Agreed.
Jacka said, would you man take Kulusevski from Spurs on the right?
No, not for me.
Not over Salah, but I'd have him at Liverpool. He's a baller.
I'm not gonna say that on Kulusevski.
Do you know what? If Kulusevski was playing 10 for Liverpool this season, we'd be cooking even more than we are. I'm just saying, Kulusevski is a very good player.
You Never Walk Alone says, hand on heart, who signs and who leaves, lads?
Hand on heart, Salah and Virgil stay. Trent goes. I've changed my mind on Trent now after the Real Madrid bid. I hope I'm wrong. I think Trent likes the allure.
Any of them stay?
Oh my days! You don't think any of them are gonna stay?
Drift.
I think Virgil,
I
Salah,
pray to God I'm wrong.
stay, and Trent leaves. That's what I think.
Pray to God I'm wrong, bro. I have a
Was it
horrible feeling.
guys? Was it Snow White? What was the Disney story where the Wicked Witch? No. It was what's the brother and sister twins, Hansel and Gretel, when the Wicked Witch tried to lure them in with a sweetie yard, isn't it? That's that Real Madrid are the Wicked Witch, and Trent is Gretel or Hansel, whichever Hansel, and he's getting lured in, isn't it? I'm worried he's gonna go inside the yard now, isn't it? That's how I look at it.
I hope I'm wrong, but I feel 3 leave.
If all 3 leave, I don't know what we do. I mean,
All 3 leave, we're cooked.
but then in your scenario, Carl, I don't know how the summer is, but it ain't good. Like, how does the summer go, bro? In your scenario, like,
Summer would just be stress.
How would it go in my scenario?
if your scenario is they all go. So how does that summer play
It'll
out?
just be
bro?
stress, bro. Just bare
Oh yeah,
stress.
yeah. Like I'd keep streams to 5 minutes.
Bare stress. I'm not going through that. I can't go through that. I will not go through that.
I would make eye contact with the camera. I'd keep the stream very short and keep it moving.
And the
I ain't
people
got
are mad, you know. You mentioned Snow White, and the people them just going crazy. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no.
I see the chat gone mad, bro.
If this was on Big Up, the gifts would be crazy right now.
Yeah, the snow.
Jay says Elise has 10 GA, not good enough to replace Salah. In terms of numbers, yeah, no one is.
Elise is a good player. I know you lot rate him higher than me, but he's a good player though. Elise is a good player, but he's just not a Salah replacement in my opinion.
Omar, you guys know any insider? Jan News needs anything? We have no insiders, bro. And even if we did, we wouldn't say on here to.
No, for real.
Mario says, like it or not, FSG model will be copied by every club at Azzo. Have no choice. Kudos to John W. Henry and the FSG gang. True or false? I don't know if you're trying to gaslight me here, Mario, or not. I'm gonna say I don't think they'll copy everything that FSG do. I think they'll take the good bits and they'll adapt. Mario, because Mario's a long time follower, I don't know if you're trying to gaslight me here, because my head's about to explode when I see kudos to John W. Henry. Like my head literally wants to explode. I want to crash out, but I don't know if Mario's trying to get a reaction out of me. I don't know.
I feel like he's trying to get a reaction.
Yeah,
I feel like even the wordplay as well. Like when he say Kudus or something,
Yeah.
like Kudus the player, bro. It's crazy.
Omar says, just to say, Mo never put captions. Media blew it up.
Yeah, Mo doesn't do captions anyway. He just does pictures.
Captions. He's just that guy now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shan, who's 25, to Dave. Happy birthday, Shan.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Gang and Deep says, what is your view on do it the LFC way? In my opinion, the LFC way hasn't been successful in 30 years. Is it time for a culture shift in how we operate with wanting to be the best team in the world? Thoughts?
You know, I'm not taking a shot at Gang and Deep because obviously he's the one who's mentioned it, but I do hate this preconception that because we didn't win the league for 30 years, we were crap for 30 years. I don't like that. We won a UEFA Cup. We won 2 Champions Leagues. We won countless League Cups. I think we won 4 FA Cups. Like, yeah, we didn't win the league. I get that. But we won a lot of very big trophies. So we weren't dead for 30 years. We just didn't reach the Holy Grail, which is the league for 30 years. I don't know if you lot disagree or not, but 2 Champions Leagues in the UEFA Cup is not, you were dead for 30 years. Like, there's some clubs who've never even won a Champions League before. So how can that...
Shots fired. Pow, pow.
How can that... No, I'm just saying. There's some clubs who've never even won a UEFA Cup.
Oh,
so how can we have been dead?
North London, stand up. North London, stand up.
I hear what
And
Gary
it was two Champions Leagues, LDO, because we won the Champions League before we won the league. So considering people are saying we were dead for 30 years, they're counting league title to league title. We won the Champions League the year before we won the league. So we won two Champions Leagues before we won the league.
I think anything in life has to evolve, but you can still keep your morals and your principles. For example, parents back in the day couldn't give their children a mobile phone or a device to play with, but you'd still want to monitor what they watched on the TV, for example. Whereas now, I'm guilty of it. I will give my little one a phone sometimes to keep them occupied if I'm doing something, but I will still monitor what's on that phone. So you move along with the times, but your morals and principles can still be the same. Once again, I don't think anyone is asking Liverpool to go out and spend like how Chelsea and Man City did. I think we're just asking for our owners to be less risk averse. I keep on hearing opportunistic. I shouldn't be hearing Liverpool speaking about opportunistic signings when we are craving for a DM, craving for a centre back. We were craving for a left back even before this season started. Like, that's my frustration. I don't want to hear about opportunistic when you know things need sorting out. If you've got leak in the house, I don't want to hear about, right, you know, there's a tracksuit on sale. No, brother, sort the leak out. The tracksuit can wait. Sort the leak out that's in the house. And that's my issue with Liverpool and the ownership. But I just hate speaking about them. I'm going to be honest. I hate speaking about them at this point because what's the point? They're here for the long run. We've got to put up with this. Almost swore. I won't. Mum might watch it back and I don't need that smoke. JC says, maybe copium and I don't care if I want Trent on 300k a week, but maybe Madrid bid to force the issue as Trent hasn't decided yet.
Maybe, but I don't think they'd embarrass themselves by the rejection of Trent.
They're not embarrassed though.
No, they would be embarrassed if Liverpool said yes and then Trent said no. That would be embarrassing to Real Madrid.
They don't care, bro. They'll go and get another right back.
No, I think even though they're Real Madrid, I think they do. They don't want anyone in the public eye making them look like they're not the be all and end all. They would hate the idea of it public being seen as a player didn't want to go to Real Madrid.
We're one of the few clubs that do this whole pride thing, bro. Real Madrid got rejected by Mbappe how many times?
Yeah, but they knew they'd get him eventually, though.
But that's my point. We don't do that. If you reject Liverpool once, you're done. We ain't coming back in for you.
Yeah, that's true. He didn't actually reject Real Madrid, Cal. PSG said no to 190 million, and then he just signed a new deal. He didn't.
No. He rejected Perez, bro. That's why he had to make the phone call. Don't you know this?
No, PSG said no to it. PSG never accepted anything from Real Madrid.
Mbappe rejected the move, not PSG. Mbappe rejected the move.
So PSG
he
said
called
yes
Perez to say no. Perez was furious, bro. He rejected the move, bro.
I don't remember that being in public.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't remember. I remember it.
And he could have let his contract run down sooner, and he could have left for free as well, and he didn't. So.
He rejected the transfer, bro. I'm telling you, 1 billion%.
I just remember PSG saying no. Fair enough. I didn't know he said no.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good says Madrid have not made a bid to this day. By the way, they inquired about his availability.
That's very true.
LOL. Facts. I don't think Trent had told Real Madrid yes, but he also hasn't said no. They inquired with his blessing, in my opinion.
They definitely inquired.
As they should.
I would also like to point out, as some people in the chat are saying, for real, even if Mbappe rejected them, where does he play now?
No, of course, but what I think the whole thing is that what can happen is they can still bid for you, but the player can still reject the move, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I think we've lost Cal, so we'll wait for I'll finish off the super chats. Make a bid for Jude. Let's see Trent's reaction. Bruv, I don't even want Jude at Liverpool, bruv. The way Jude carries on sometimes as well, I don't know.
Hold on, say that again. You don't want Jude at Liverpool, no?
But bruv, do you want to hear the joke? The joke's on us. Henderson and Trent were talking to Jude, and really and truly, it was Jude talking to them, man. Bro, I will never forgive Jude for that. Jude can piss off, man. Let him stay in Real Madrid, bruv. Let him stay there. We don't need Jude. We actually don't need Jude. We don't need him.
No, we
Don't
don't.
wrong. I'm not gonna say he's crap. He's not crap. I'm just saying we don't need him. We just don't need
I
him.
agree with that.
That's what it is. We got Jamot. We are leading the Premier League in April last year. We were blaming Jurgen Klopp.
I don't know if he means about the contract or not.
Yes, I'm trying to. Yeah, Cal, do you know what this is referring to?
So we're leading the Premier League in April last year. We're blaming Jurgen Klopp.
For why we didn't win, or for the fact that the contracts never got signed. That's what I'm trying to figure
to be honest, I can't even get like this is my issue. Not the summer gone, but the summer before. That's when the contract should have been signed, especially for Salah. Sorry, especially for Virgil and Trent. You upgrade their status in the team, you give them new contracts. Salah, I can understand not giving a new contract that summer, but then in this summer, you push tooth and nail to get it signed, and then by now it should have been wrapped up. Because if Trent and Virgil
before that, he would have only have just signed his contract a year ago. Same with Trent, no,
that's what I'm saying. No, but Trent just got bumped up to vice captain, and Trent would have signed because what he signed
you said that Bob only signed a 3-year deal, right? Because I thought it was 4, but you said it was only 3
Trent signed a 4-year deal.
So Trent would have only
into 2021, 4-year deal he signed.
So I'm talking about summer of 2023. That's when Trent should have got his new contract, and same with Virgil.
Agreed, yeah.
And then right now, all we're talking about now is salary, and we're going, Matip and Thiago have left. Just give Salah the money, man. Like that's another thing everyone's forgetting. Thiago was on 200k. Where's that salary gone to? Matip was on 100 odd k. Where's that salary gone to?
Funny thing is, though, bro, at the end of that season, that was the end of the season when the height of criticism towards Trent and Virgil was being aimed. Do you remember? Because that was when we finished 5th. And everybody said that they were done. I had arguments with people saying, sell Virgil. Remember?
Yeah, fair. But Trent also turned it around towards the end of the season where he started playing.
Them people there must not.
Remember, we started calling him Trent Lion when he had the dreads.
Yeah, I remember. But
I call him Dread Trent, remember?
Yeah,
he didn't have a good season until right at the end, though. So I don't know if negotiation would have been a good idea at that point.
Maybe that's when you do negotiate. When they don't have a great season, you got a bit more leeway to go with it.
Fair dues.
Shout out to our brother Pimp in the Stress. Says Trent, Rashford both have the same on-pitch attitude problem. Both are boy clubs, 100% unacceptable. Do you know what I think it is with Trent? Trent strikes me as someone who has almost only ever played high-level football. So you see in like Sunday League and 5-a-side and 7-a-side, you see the Trent attitude that he had yesterday. You can't have that on Sunday League or 5-a-side. It seems like he's only ever played like high-level football, whether that be academy, then straight into the under 18s and under 21s. It feels like that. He doesn't have that grit in him that goes
entitlement, basically.
Yeah, almost because boys, we've all played Sunday, Saturday, 5, 7-a-side. If someone's just walking around, there's no way that runs.
You can't, bro. That wouldn't even go through your mind. Even if he's having a bad game, you try even harder, bro. If you think you're having a bad game, you overcompensate in it, bro.
Yeah.
I would. It sounds crazy. I would have preferred that he was giving away fouls, and that sounds crazy, but like it's because he's overcompensating because like he's trying to maybe just a little bit late. The desire's there, But bro, when I'm seeing you nonchalantly just walking around, and you're almost, bro, he looks spaced out at one point.
Well, remember I said it in the game yesterday. When it starts to get rough and physical, when the game starts to become a little bit less pretty, he shells up. Like remember when the ball was in the air yesterday and he did all that business. I'm like, no. Like, and I think this is why someone on the opposite side, Robbo, is kind of getting away with some of it because you see Robbo's effort. Say what you want about him as a footballer on the decline. You see that brother's effort can never be faulted.
Never.
Robertson's effort and endeavor can never be
I agree. Yeah, it's not the effort. It's not.
You see when Trent gave away the ball yesterday when Virgil gave him the dad look. Robbo's not a quick like he used to be, but Robbo had his head down, sprinting to get back into position.
I saw.
Yeah.
You see that right there. That's why, as much as I want a new left back, I'll never sit here and disrespect Robbo. I'll speak about his technical deficiencies and stuff. Like you'll never hear me curse out Robbo or anything like that because you see that guy there. I've never ever finished the game watching Robbo and thought that guy didn't put in effort today. Never, not once. It's 2017. I cannot name one game where I thought Robbo didn't put in any effort today. He may have had stinkers along the way, but never once have I questioned his effort.
And that's the worst. That's the worst part about it, bro. Because when, like I said, when you watch back that Martinez goal, you just can't believe how much Trent looked like he didn't care. Like it was the most
Bruno,
nonchalant.
remember I said Bruno walked past him.
Yeah, he actually walked like it was bad, man. If anybody's seen that back, it was almost worse than when he did the back post, no effort against Everton. Do you remember when we had the footage of him just not caring at the back post?
No, he
Everton?
done this. He done this.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, he just don't have the, and that's the reason I never thought he was captain material, because I think if you're a captain, then you need to be a guy who's gonna die in the trenches. And I don't think Trent is the type of guy who wants to die in the trenches. Like
I used to think he was.
He wants to keep his kick clean. He's not going to be diving in, getting his kick
dirty. It's on his terms.
It's not because Trent can get, because don't get twisted. Atletico Madrid, like he'll get involved. I remember with Morata, like shoulder barging, all them thing there, even off like he does get stuck in, but like you guys
when those things
said,
happen, you see him kind of go into it.
But here's the thing: what he does though is he does it when he wants to, when he feels fired up. But like you say, he pick and choose. You can't pick and choose. It has to be all the time, and that's why, as much as this player who I'm going to mention might not be as good as him technically, Henderson was on it 24/7. Bruv, Henderson will be on it when they're not even playing football. He's just on it, bruv. You know them ones there. So like,
do you guys think that this
mad?
What's the chat saying?
This kind of is one of those situations where you don't kind of want a player to be as talented as Trent is, because sometimes they just, because you know what it is. Obviously, he's way more technical. So, Cal, don't slew me for this, because I know you don't like Wilder. But I'm not saying technically they're the same. But you know, Wilder never really needed to do anything much more, because he was like, I'm just gonna knock you out at some point.
Yeah.
So he always did like the bare minimum. Then he just knocked you out.
Yeah.
Because Trent's just got that knockout pass that he knows he can just pull out the bag. I think he's got that Wilder attitude where he's like, do I need to make that much effort? I'm gonna knock you out in a minute. So like, all right, I didn't track back on that run, but I'll just set up a goal. You know, like too reliant in his ability to have.
Someone made a valid point. The Newcastle game, Drift, last season when we went, that's 10 men. Trent was on a yellow, and he was putting himself about. And Newcastle are one of the most physical teams in the league, out of the top teams anyway. That's the thing.
The away game when we
won. Yeah, the thing is, he can't, bro. I've seen Trent really get like physical, you know, even the Xhaka thing. And again, maybe it's just that's just squaring up. It's not really physical, but I've seen Trent really go into tackles and all them thing there. It's when he's switched on, but you can tell when he's not switched on. And like you guys have said, and this is why I will agree with you, even though I've said in the past he should be captain, you can't pick and choose when you're switched on if you are the captain. You have to be ready all the time. And that's why I said it when he was first announced, because there was a lot of people that disagreed with me when I said Virgil should be the captain. Some people were like, it should be Robbo, it should be. And I was like, trust me, it is Virgil. He's the right guy.
Be Virgil.
Had to be Virgil. So,
yeah, sad state of affairs. JC said last super, but Mo on 400k a week for 3 years is 63 mil, still cheaper than replacement fee plus wages, who also may not work out as well. No brainer. Thank you, JC. Thank you, bro. Troy said for the boy.
No, Troy, don't put that universe.
Big up Troy. You know, just big up Troy in general, man. He's been
big up Troy. I just don't want the boiler to get mushed out, you know.
Troy says, who's a player you wanted at a club bad that look back on and say, I'm glad I didn't get my way? Where do I begin?
Why not for me? I already know.
Where do I begin?
One is the worst shot I've ever made in history of football.
The one
because he's not a footballer.
Who's the one player that's? Do I say that with? Oh, I've got a few. You know, Varane.
What, Mark? Why are you saying Botman? I rate Botman. He just been injured.
Yeah, Varane.
I still rate Botman, Mark. But yeah,
I really wanted us to get Varane, and I'm sorry.
I remember. Yeah, nah, for me, bruv, I really wanted us to get
I'll be
Werner,
honest.
bro.
Based on his performance yesterday, I
Yeah.
shouldn't really be getting slaughtered for a Ugarte shout. I don't think
Bro,
personally.
I'm not trying to do this just to kind of like banter.
He wasn't good, bro. We were
He's
just
not
bad.
Liverpool level.
Did you say
oh,
Ugarte
yeah,
wasn't good yesterday?
Matt's Viper as
We
well.
were just
Flip.
bad.
Yards, why would you do that?
He
bro?
was
Okay,
all
there's
right.
two players. I got
Ugarte
two
was
players.
very good yesterday.
Matt's Viper's another one I forgot.
Ugarte.
I wouldn't want Ugarte in the Liverpool team.
No, that's
I wouldn't
fair
want
enough.
Matt's
But
Viper
Ugarte's been
either.
good for Liverpool. So for Man United, he's been good for them.
What about you, Jiff? Any player that you wanted to get, but you're glad you didn't get in the end? I've said Matt's Viper and Werner.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I can help. I can help you say Anthony.
Yeah, obviously that's night and day. Is there anyone else?
I said, is there anyone else? I said Matt's Viper and Werner that I really wanted at the time. Obviously, there's players that you kind of like. You think they're good,
not
but not like
really,
really wanted them. Like, I really wanted
Yeah.
Werner, bruv. Remember? Bruv. Crazy.
I thought that was going to be the situation with Caicedo, but nah, it's just world class and it is what it is, isn't it?
Caicedo.
I'm not giving Caicedo the world class tag yet.
Nah, he is. And now that he's performing at Chelsea as well, I think it's obvious. I mean,
think he's
if you
going to
don't
do it
think
for
he's
longer
world
though.
class,
For him
fair
to be,
enough,
Johnny, he's got world class ability, but I think for me to say he's world class.
What about Mason Mount, Drew?
I didn't want Mason Mount. I just understood the madness behind the method. I wasn't sitting there going, I'm so happy about it. I was just like, he's a good player.
You got to tone
and
for
I
your
think that
sins.
Klopp will get
You
the
wanted
best out of
Mason
him.
Mount. You sure?
No, I said I understood and I think Klopp would get the best out of him. That's what I said. I was happy about him becoming a Liverpool player based on what I thought could happen. I wasn't sitting there going, no, we need to get him. We need to get him. I wasn't going that far.
All right, look, we'll move on. We'll move on. I think there's tapes there.
There is. Just started trying to do shoulder roll.
I was okay with it. Doesn't mean I was like, it was what I wanted to happen. I still think Klopp could have got the best out of him without injuries. Mason Mount ain't a crap player, you know.
Right, Jiff, the street, the people them I remember you say something.
You said some stuff.
Remember the tapes that there, bro. Where's
I never said I didn't like Mason Mount. I just never said, no, we need to get Mount. We need to get Mount. That's the guy. I said I understood it. That's it.
Ty says Trent has formed that kind of switching off and lack of effort. It's not to do with his contract or fan abuse or anything like that. Yeah, he's done this a few times now since he's been at Liverpool. Since he's come through, Trent. Jay says Matt rated Pacho too. By the way.
Oh, is this what we're doing, Jay? Is this what we're doing? Wait there. Can I respond?
No, Matt, I'll be real. Jay cooked me last stream, bro. This is just your turn.
I'm gonna respond.
He just cooked me now. He just cooked
Jay,
me now.
No,
bro.
I'll cook him. Don't worry, I'll cook him. Jay, didn't you want Richard Rios? He's at Palmeiras as your number 6.
Oh, I'm not gonna
ain't that the guy you wanted, Jay? So wait there. Let me ask Jay a quick question, Jay. Whenever we talk about 6. Like DMs, you never bring up Richard Rios. Why is that? Why is that, Jay?
You just started brawling with a brawler, Matt. You do know that.
Nah, bro, I'll do this, bro. I'll do this.
I think Jay's gonna beat us. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Nah, I'll do this, bro.
Right.
Richard Rios. That's all I'm gonna say.
Jade activist, I don't want any smoke. We speak on DM, bro. Jade got a lot of dirt on me. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want
not me, ain't
he
Richard
has,
Rios, that's what we're doing. Not on me. Not on me, fam. Not on me, bro.
I speak to him regularly, bro.
I talk to Jay as well. Hence why I went back and went through some files, bro. What do you think we're doing here?
Jay, I don't want any smoke, bro. I'm looking at the camera, Jay. I don't want smoke, man.
Rios is quality. No, if you stand by that, fair play. I'm surprised he hasn't got a big move yet. That's all I'm saying. I'm just surprised. That's all.
Troy says FSG about to make Kop-Ish update the birthday video after they let Trent go for free. The only person left in that video is Lucho. That video has been updated.
That's gonna get changed very soon, guys. That's gonna get changed very soon.
Jay says all Arsenal fans do is cry. Why? Every game.
Yeah, you're a flipping menace, you know. I need to be careful what I say to you. You're a menace. What a menace, bro.
Trent is using Madrid to leverage us for a deal, in my opinion. I said this to my boy on the phone earlier on today. I wouldn't be surprised.
I do want to know what I'm not going to deflect away from when I take it L. Big up Rico, he's right. I did want Martinelli. I hold the L on that. That was a player.
We tried to tell you. We tried to tell you.
I know. Martinelli was an L. I thought Martinelli was. Yeah, that's an L. I did want Martinelli.
I feel like he's been Space Jam though, real talk, because he's never.
Yeah, I think he's Arteta. I think Arteta ruins.
He was never that guy, man.
No. He was never that guy. But one thing I will say, as an attacking unit, Arsenal, they are compared to what they used to be. What?
Because teams play low block against them. Remember,
Martinelli
was playing with space in behind.
He focuses on defense, though. I don't think it's Arsenal
to the halfway line, bro.
No, I know. No. But Martinelli's had some decent goals. I'm not going to discredit him like that, but
he's average, man. Average at best. Sean says we've all been here before, boys. We're not signing anyone this January, and all three will leave in the summer. Why did Klopp leave? He knew. Why did Trent cry? He knew. Salah is telling us about these owners, but we cool enough. I mean,
I hope that's not the case.
I mean, his salary is kind of putting it out there, and everyone's just oblivious to it.
And everyone thinks it's something else. He could be saying these are the owners, isn't it? But then,
so guys, if all three leave and then we find out it's actually the ownership completely dropping the ball, do you think there would be any kind of protest from the fan base?
They save the club.
It's true. Yeah.
You don't think the fan base would have like a?
They'll be upset for a bit and then they'll move on.
Who's going to protest? Who's going to protest? Well, me, you, and Matt. And then what? Get punched up in Liverpool? Like what? We wouldn't even know where to go to protest, bro. What are we gonna do up there? Like, get punched up and then get trained back. Vlog it. We're gonna vlog it. Is that what we're gonna do? Like, we're gonna train my lips back from getting punched up. Yeah, back again,
crazy.
Guys. Outside the newsstand, isn't it?
They knew that Kopish lad. Talking about my owners, they use that Kopish lad. Nah, bro, no. Nothing ain't gonna happen. The most that will happen, maybe Don Hassan will get another plane flown over the stadium, bro. That might be
fact.
Like,
no. Big up Sam. He's another one that would do it. Big up Sam. He would.
I think the Trent situation would mean that the Scousers would even start to look different at their owners because it's one of their own being forced to leave as well. So I think that would change the narrative a bit. I do.
Have you not seen what's happening already? They vilified Trent already. It's fine. It's done.
But this is because they think Trent's at fault. I'm saying if we actually find out it's 100% the.
But remember when I said FSG? No, they're very good at creating.
You think it's the first time they've done this, bro?
No, but they always manage to hide it though. This time
they live and breathe this. They do it in baseball as well.
This is life.
This is their life, isn't it? This is their life. This is their life,
bro. You think they're not making phone calls right now saying, "Tweet this out"? What do you want me to tweet? Trent ain't won out of 30 duels contested. He ain't won 30 duels. Tweet that now. Bye. You think when tweets are Trent only signed a 4-year deal when others were signing 5? Tweet that now. Bye. Come on, the narrative's it's already been written, man. It's already been done. PR's in full effect.
Full effect, rude boy.
Full effect. This is their game.
It's horrible, and it's horrible as well because this is what they live and breathe for, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? This is them.
Light work for them. Ty says, I beg you watch Kudus shot that hit the post and Ahmad's goal yesterday. Do you think Alisson has been reacting slowly to shots since he's been back?
That's a good shout. I did notice something like that. And I said, Alisson's not as like, you see the spring that he normally has? It's not there just yet. So maybe he's trying to kind of get back to where he was at. But I kind of agree with what Ty's saying there, you know? If you look at it, he wasn't as nippy as he normally is.
I don't think he expected the Ahmad one. Everyone kind of seemed like flat-footed for that.
No, but there's one thing about Alisson. His reactions are like the best in the world. His reactions.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. Even if he doesn't get...
He's in the injury then, Matt.
Well, I just think maybe he still's kind of like... He's not back at his optimum level. not
Yeah.
optimal. Like,
It would make sense though. He's missed 3 months
Yeah.
of this season, so it would make sense.
I agree. Yeah, that's what I mean. I could be wrong, and Dwight could be
Am
wrong as well,
am I mistaken? But didn't something come out where they apparently don't make our goalkeepers dive in training anymore for the wear and tear on the body? Or am I misremembering? Didn't somebody
I don't think
inform us
so.
that they don't really do those drills anymore with the goalie because science has said that it prolongs your life as a goalie if you're not constantly diving all the time in training and then in the game,
That
so
I'm not
they don't
sure.
make them do as much diving or something
idea.
like that in
I'm
training.
not too sure if I'm being honest. I thought you meant in general, but I'm not too
But
sure
even
though.
when you look at inside training, guys, it's always the youth level player or the third choice goalie in goal. Have you noticed? It's never really Allison and
No,
Gallagher
I
in
saw
goal when they
Allison.
do
I saw
I've seen
Allison. Allison get packed out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Pause.
Yeah,
Oh,
a couple
yeah.
times. Yeah,
That
yeah.
must have been
I
a
mean,
one.
Bro, I'm
him and
talking like
Keller-
he didn't get. He didn't save one shot.
That must
Yeah.
have been a
I'm
one-off. though.
talking
That's-
people are taking the piss left foots in that. Allison just there like flipping now. Like,
Gangan Deep says success is relative to the club size. For what we've won in the last 30 plus years, you can't deem as successful. One league, 35 years, disgrace for a club of Liverpool's size.
no, I agree.
I understand where you're coming from, but I still think 3 European trophies, 4 FA Cups, and maybe about 7 League Cups is still not to be sniffed at. I still think that is very successful. I get it, the bread and butter is the league, but that's a lot of important trophies. Our best night we've ever had, probably ever as a football club, Istanbul 2005, happened right in the middle of the drought. Like, I don't think we can just say, "Oh, the club was waste and we were crap." I think that's.
I
gonna
don't
be-
think Gangan Deep is saying we've been crap. I think he's saying we've not hit the heights we should have. We've been underwhelming in 35 years.
Can you be in the wilderness if you win 2 Champions Leagues, though, Cal? Like, the wilderness means you don't do anything.
No,
Do
but
you
I
get
don't.
what I mean?
Again, I didn't say wilderness though, bro. I said underwhelming.
No, but wasn't that what the original statement was? Was in the wilderness for 30 years.
I think he just said
No,
for
no.
the club of Liverpool's stature to only win the league
Yes.
in once in 30
Yeah,
years is
to
not
win the
good
league
enough.
once is,
And it's not good enough. He's right.
Okay.
It's not good enough. Yeah. I agree with that. It's not like, remember. Yeah, no, sorry, go on.
No, go on, bro.
No, I was just gonna say it's not like he's saying we haven't won other trophies. He's just talking about the league. Like, and we know the league is supposed to be our bread and butter. That's the one trophy that we always aim to try and win every year. So he is right.
I hear
1 in 30 is mad.
Fair enough. I just don't want it to be seen like we haven't done anything in that.
No.
time.
No one can say we ain't done nothing. We won champion. Yeah, you're right. We've won stuff, bro. Yeah.
You'll never walk alone. Excuse me. Says, would you captain Trent against Accrington, Stanley, Humbling?
No,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't play him.
I wouldn't play him. No, don't play him.
And I'll be
He's
honest with
crap.
you, I would.
I would actually. Yeah, I would.
Bradley's playing my next league game. Trent, you are playing the Accrington Stanley game.
The thing is, Odriff, I don't know if Bradley's got 90 minutes in him though.
Hopefully, he will
Just
within a
come back,
week's
innit?
time, though.
Oh, bruv, it takes a while to build up your match fitness to go hard for 90 minutes. Pause.
Look
Oh,
at
I hear
Ibra,
that.
innit?
I hear that.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
well, no. But then we bring
brace
Trent
on.
off the bench in that game then for the last half an hour. So Bradley does the first hour, and then Trent comes off the bench and finishes the game.
Maybe. Big up to our brother Demo. Says if we sell
Big up
those
Demo,
votes,
man. Long time.
I'm walking away for the season. Raw.
You know, Demo rides out for the youth players still.
100.
Pimp says Trent can never lead like Stevie G, Henderson, or Virgil van Dijk. I agree with that.
I agree with that. I
That's a
agree with
fact.
that. Not everyone's a leader, innit?
Jay says Musa Diaby for Cal, laugh my arse. I still maintain Musa Diaby is a good player. He just went for the bag.
He's all jokes aside, he's
kind of
actually a good
agree.
player.
I kind of agree with Cal on that. Going for the bag doesn't automatically mean you're a crap player.
No, of course. Obviously, I joke about. It's because I know.
He had
I
a
think
pretty
there was-
decent debut
There was a
season in the
debate.
league.
We have
I
a
think me
good
and Cal was
debate.
having between Diaby and someone else. I think was I saying
Diaby and
who was
Kudus.
it?
Diaby and Kudus.
Yeah, and I kept saying, I would have to get Kudus over Diaby kind of thing. That was kind of like the gist of the argument kind of thing.
I
Or the
think
debate.
Diaby would cook under slot. I think he'd cook up the place.
Diaby.
Yeah.
I
Jay
think the
says,
problem with a lot of these players, guys, is just consistency. You see, all of the people, these names are just easy to come to mind, so I'm not taking shots at Cal. But you see, like with the Chirams and the
Still listening, by the
Kones
way.
and all
Give me
these
1
players,
second.
it's not the talent, you know, Cal. I just don't think they do it for you week in, week out. Do you know what I mean? I think it's a very special type of player where you actually just get that consistent 5, 6, 7 games before maybe one bad game, then another 5, 6 good games, and which is realistic. But these Chirams, Kones, Diabys, they're talented. But I think you get 2 good games, 2 bad games, 1 good game, 2. Do you know? I think they're too like this, bro, with their
I think
performance.
DRB, you could get that out of DRB personally.
Well, like 7, 8 in a row, and then one bad, and then back again, and then
I think you could, yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
One thing that did surprise me, I actually thought he was, all jokes aside, I thought he was better than Leon Bailey. And I didn't think Leon Bailey would outlast him, if I'm being genuinely honest. But again,
I still think
he's got
better.
the offer in it. Like,
Yeah.
but Bailey's had probably the better season than they've both had at Villa, though.
But Bailey's been awful this season.
No, he's been awful. But I'm saying Bailey had a really good season one year, no?
Last season, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Jay says Rios is better than Max Vifer.
I mean, he probably is, but we don't know what Rios looks like in the Prem, though, do we? Just saying.
Jay says Matt ordered Santiago Jimenez too.
What's with the lies, Jay? Who is
That the final striker that Slot had?
I wanted Jimenez.
I can't remember that one.
Chat, listen. Jay is just straight out lying. Jimenez, get out of here, brother. What?
Tane Joes
Come
or
on,
Tane
Jay.
Jose says, when you're in the final stages of contract negotiations of all 3 players, this is just gamesmanship to be played out in the media, which we just need to stay calm and we'll move on. Remember, we are Liverpool. Yeah, let's hope so, man. That we are Liverpool can only get you so far. We were Liverpool all this time, and when we didn't have quality players, we weren't winning stuff. Joey says, can you guys tell me a time when a Prem team wins the league despite the club having major off-field issues? I'm peed off. I saw this contract fiasco from years ago. Again, sorry, please, FSG, just sell, man. Joe, they ain't selling, man. I've come to that realization now. They're not selling. Troy says, Drift on mute looks like he's talking to his R&B group, messing up their lines in the booth. You gotta harmonize better, baby. You gotta harmonize better, baby.
Messenger in the booth.
Joey says FSG is taking us as far as we can go. If we had an owner like Newcastle, we'd have the buying power and contract power because of our stature. Agree, man. I agree. Just finally, before we wrap up, boys. Chiesa, his agent came out and said that he's not going anywhere, he's staying. Do you believe that? And if so, how do you feel about it?
Don't know.
This spins the thingy back to what I said at the beginning, where I'm just a little disappointed with Chiesa because he just can't get on the pitch. We can't use him. We can't utilize him. We haven't even got to act like it was a signing, really. I think he played 55 minutes of football or 60 minutes of football in the whole of the first half of the season. I don't know, man. I really want to believe Chiesa can be a success at Liverpool because we know the talent is undeniable. So I'm going to stand by what I said. I think we'll see Chiesa play well for Liverpool next year. This will be the teething problem year, and I think we will see him play well. But I don't think it's out of the question to think he'd be sold.
I'll be real. If we don't see him against Accrington Stanley, I've said it like, do you know the amount of times I said if we don't see Chiesa, then we just don't see him? He was named on the bench default because Soboslai was sick.
Yeah.
If he doesn't make the bench for Accrington Stanley, what are we saying?
He should be starting that game. Really,
he should be He needs minutes.
Mm.
But I'm
really,
not gonna lie.
He should get 90 minutes in that game.
The reports that I've heard are not good, though.
Yeah, same.
Guys, how do you? And again, I'm not no scientist or biologist or whatever, but how at 25, 26 years old, when you're at the peak of your powers, age-wise, physically, can you just be injured every minute of the day?
He's not been injured. Though. He's not been injured.
He's not been injured.
I think he picked up one injury the whole time.
He's just not coping, fam. He's just not
coping.
coping.
How can a 25, 26-year-old not be able to physically get himself fit then?
You know how some people like they just don't cope at certain situations. He's just not coping well, bro. I'm trying not to laugh, but I'm being genuinely serious, bro. He's not coping. Fam.
It's baffling. It's so.
The
I think
man
was
changed
to be here.
country. He's doing all the right stuff, inside training, all that stuff,
Sorry,
looking
Chris,
happy.
sorry, Chris Angel says muscle deteriation potentially. Big up, Chris. It's been a while. Hope you're well.
But only 5 years old.
Muscle deteriorate, but wouldn't the sports science people pick that up though?
Clearly not, bro. Opportunistic and that.
That would be crazy if his muscles are deteriorating at 25 years old.
What,
That
just
would
from changing country?
Oh, this is a bad one, Drift. Sly Ross 1. Drift said,
No. All right. And Matt, you can back me on this. If we're gonna do the real quote, do the real quote. I said, I think
Drift
he'll
was
have
like,
a moment.
If I'm
Matt, you in on mute, bro.
Yeah, you're gonna mute. I'm
Matt,
gonna be real.
I said, no.
Matt, if I'm gonna die, you're gonna die too. Bro.
No, because Matt will remember. Because if I'm not mistaken, Matt agreed with me. If he didn't, then fair enough. I said I think he'll have a moment that will make it worth the deal. Like maybe he'll score a winning goal in a random game or something. I didn't say he was going to be amazing. I didn't say that at all.
Yeah, no one said he's gonna be
He'll
amazing.
have a moment, and he never had that
Yeah.
moment because he only played 15 minutes. I take that L, but I didn't say he was going to bang. That's different.
No, it's
Shall
right.
I be real with you guys?
There we go.
You man said a lot on that stream.
Nah, do you know what? If we're gonna do, I don't.
We should almost do a watch long for that stream one day still.
I'm down for that.
You're telling me you ain't said a lot about certain players though, Cal, yourself.
Sam, you know me, bruv. I'm out there with it, bro.
Because people just be at it, the chat at it, just snitching up the place, blood.
I'm out there with it, bro. Everyone knows about my craziness, bro. But that particular stream, bro, it was bad. Looking back, I'm hoping it was copium, but it was bad. You too.
We can make that a Thursday show for a throwback where whatever crazy moment there was, we can watch it back and then have a laugh at it.
Do you know what the first one should be Drift?
I know what the first episode should be.
Drift.
Ever do the Caicedo one?
No.
Whole thing,
No, not even that. Drift. No, the first one should be
everything.
Drift. The first one could be when we signed Gravenberch.
Yeah, that's true.
I've watched that one back as well.
And then the second installment should be
When we signed
we all
Gravenberch.
know. We all know.
If you lot do the Caicedo video, I'm mashing everything up. I'm telling you that from now.
What's up with
I will
Gravenberch? though?
delete
You okay,
videos off the
Gravenberch, right?
channel. I'll delete
never
videos
said-
off the channel.
No, but you never said stuff like we don't need him, right? You wasn't disappointed or anything, was you? When we signed Gravenberch.
No,
You
I said
okay,
I
innit?
didn't understand it. No, I rated the player. I never had it. Matt, I don't. The Melo stuff, bro. I'm gonna be real.
What? We can't hear you, bro.
The Arthur Melo stuff that you and Drift were saying was wild.
Bruv, Arthur Mayo done nothing. Gravenberch, I'm not gonna lie. In fact,
You two said he's a hybrid of in
Who?
playing. Both of you said
go
he plays,
back and watch. I said if we get the player that was at Barca, we're in for something here. I specifically said Barca, but it's cool. I know I've got you because you started doing the storm.
No, not even. I've
You
watched the
did.
stream back.
No, with the Gravenberch one. The Gravenberch.
Yeah, I've watched that one back as well.
The Gravenberch one, but
I would also like to point out in defense of me and Matt back in Melo to a degree. The following season after he left Liverpool, he actually had an extremely good season with Fiorentina and helped them reach a European final. So it ain't like he's some scrub.
I would
okay?
not be boasting about Arthur Melo if I was you, Drift.
I'm just saying he's not a scrub.
hold on,
He's not a
Drift.
scrub.
Did I don't want to. Oh, let's keep it to the Netherlands. What is there a bit of a gap, Drift? I'm not too sure.
No, that was said offline. But I
There's
said
probably
online
more than
still.
one, to be fair.
Oh yeah.
There's
Oh,
probably
okay.
more than one, to be fair.
I can listen, Cal. We can do this, you know.
No, we can. We can
We
also
can
talk
do-
about Adama Traore and other players as well. We could also talk about Timo Werner and other players as well.
No, but Timo Werner's out there. Like, I ain't got that.
No, there was other stuff you said offline as well, bro.
Not about Werner. Not about Werner. Put in a private chat if go on, put in a
We've
private
all
chat.
got previous, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No, but the Werner thing, everyone knows about that. Everyone knows that. What you said. Well, there's one. I'm not gonna bait them up. Someone says something. You know what? Wait there. I'm gonna put in a private.
No, I know
chat.
who it is. Harvey Barnes, I said.
Oh, I forgot about him actually. I wasn't even gonna say him.
But it depends on what level you're talking about. Like I might be taken to civil court for my issues. Matt might go to the high court. How
Are you
that
sure?
Caicedo one, you're catching a RICO for that. I'm not even gonna lie, but that one was just
I know.
crazy, bro. Do you
Yeah,
know
I
what I mean? Like that was just
All right, you man, check the private chat. I don't make it bait because they're gonna know who it is by your response.
Just
Look at it. Don't say nothing. Neither of you. Just yeah.
Stand on it. There's no need for the conversation again, but I stand on it. It is what it is.
Don't ever say it. That file will never get released.
It is what it is.
Nah, for
I
the
will drop that
safety,
file,
for your
but
own safety
it
and for Kopish's safety, that file will never get released. We move.
Anyway.
Troy says, get Cal on GTA for the members. That would be jokes. I can join in watching you guys play, but I can't play there.
It's Cal's laptop, people.
Well, I don't have a console. I don't
you know
have
what I
a
mean?
console either.
It's Cal's laptop. Once Cal gets that sorted, people, trust me, we're trying to sort some things out, people. Trust me, we are trying to sort things out.
Joe A says, tell me when a club has won the. Oh no, we did that one as well. Oh no, sorry. Tell me when the club has won the Prem with off-field issues. I'm worried we are favourites, but we are rinsing our players. Yeah, that's true as well. Jay says Chiesa equals Derek Rose.
No, don't say that, Jay, because this is the first time I agree with you, Jay. Don't say that. No, actually,
he's got a point.
Yeah, I know, but don't. No.
He's got a point, man. He has got a point.
No, because Derek Rose was the youngest MVP ever. That's my guy, bro. That's one of
my
favorite.
And brother, we all wanted Chiesa to be Mane's replacement at one point.
No, I know, bro, but I'm trying to think. All right, but the equivalent would be then Chiesa was like in the top 5 in Ballon d'Or or something like that. Just trying to. I just feel like hyping Chiesa too much compared to what Derek Rose was.
Fair enough.
Derek Rose was flipping, bro. No, big up. But I hear what Jay's saying. No, big up, Jay. I hear that.
Troy says, settle an argument I had yesterday. Which player would you
rather have? I'll put it away.
Which player would you rather have in this slot team? Prime Mane or Prime Thiago? No injuries for either, to be fair. Drifts in the mud with this one.
Oh my days.
No, do you know what? Even though Troy's a liberty taker for either, I'm gonna always go Prime Mane over anyone. It's my favorite Liverpool player of all time. I'm always gonna go Prime Mane over anyone. But Troy, I don't like the way you did that because you used Thiago, which is definitely not fair at all.
Oh my days, bro.
I know who Matt's gonna choose.
You don't actually. You don't.
I'd just like to point out,
I don't even know.
The best player at Liverpool the year we won the league. So I'm just saying.
Prime Thiago is the best centre midfielder on the planet.
But Prime Thiago was still injury prone.
No, but he just said no
take away the injuries
for
both players. So Mane never even got the injury. Drift. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember when
I don't know
Mane?
how you conveniently saw the last part, and I
Drift shaking his head like the Churchill dog, bro. Drift, we need an answer, bro.
Drift, come to the rear.
Oh no!
Come on to the rear.
Oh no!
Hey, Drift, you got to say something. Talk to us, bro. Say something, bro.
No, it's Mane. Just
for what we need in this team currently is Prime Thiago. For what we need,
I think
Prime Mane, Cal. You always need a Prime.
Nah,
Mane.
Mane was the
but
you know
right,
what? Hold on, Cal. Wait a second.
He hasn't got scoring goals.
Wait a second. But if Mane was, let's just say Prime Mane was even going through the middle.
No, brother, I'm not sitting there saying that it's night and day, you know. But I'm saying we can cope better without Prime Mane than we could.
But Mane, I hate to say this, but Mane is twice the player of Gakpo and Diaz combined.
Thiago's twice the player of.
I know. All right, so you tell it. All right,
Prime Thiago. Come on, guys, stop. Prime Thiago.
No. Gravenberch and McAllister, even though Thiago's an absolute leader, I don't think I wouldn't say he's twice the player Gravenberch.
No, I said Mane. I said Mane's twice the player.
I was saying Thiago's twice the player McAllister or Gravenberch. I don't know if I'd go that.
No. Drift. I rate McAllister. Drift. I rate McAllister. Let me say, Thiago's one of the best players of his generation.
Come on,
but to say twice as good as McAllister might be a little bit too far.
Quick question. Thiago is the only Liverpool player that we've had that ability-wise can talk to Xavi and Iniesta. He's the only Liverpool player that we've had that from ability from midfield that we've signed. I'm not talking about Gerrard. I'm talking about that we signed. Obviously Alonso as well. But Thiago.
I'm just gonna say, grab McAllister
Oh
and
my
Thiago
gosh.
in the midfield.
I just thought about it now. Gravenberch, McAllister, and Thiago. We
Say
don't even
something.
lose the ball.
Exactly. Say something. Say something.
That would be crazy.
All right, say something. Say something.
That would be crazy.
I think it's Thiago. I love Mane, bruv. But
Think of what Thiago does. Prime Thiago is not the Liverpool
Flipping
Thiago,
joke.
you know. It's
I know.
prime Thiago just before
Yeah,
he's
but I
time.
think you're not forgetting what prime Sadio was.
I could
No,
never forget
Prime
Prime Sadio.
bruv, Prime Sadio, in my opinion, is twice the player of Diaz and Gakpo. You know, that's how highly I rate Mane, bro. Them man, they can't talk to Mane. You know, none of them, and they're good players, but they can't talk to Mane.
No, they
That
could
would mean
never
we had a
talk to
30
Sadio.
goal a season winger on both flanks again.
I don't know if Mane ever got 30.
In all comps, yeah, 100%. In all comps, bro,
I
100%.
don't know if Mane ever got 30.
By the way, before I change this, you see Elise, little bit of shade towards Matt, because apparently he doesn't really bring the stats. You know, he's got 18 GA in 22 games for Bayern Munich so far in his first season. 9 goals, 9
That's
assists.
good, bruv.
That
Listen,
seems like someone who's pretty good at doing the statistics thing.
This is
to
what.
me.
Shall I say something? Everyone talks about my
did I say Elise was
no one
rubbish?
ever talks about the stuff that I get right when it comes to playing.
Bruv, they don't do that with me either. They'll pick and choose.
No, but I never get it. I never. Every single stream without fail, someone mentions Ugarte or someone without fail. No one ever gives me my flowers, man. I just want my flowers sometimes, bro.
Bruv, I don't get my flowers either, bruv.
Hey, right, man. I told everyone about Elise. By the way, I'm taking Prime Thiago.
Same. Just.
Jay says, watch the Naby stream. Which one?
The Naby stream?
Must
do you
have been
mean?
the one where he got injured against Norwich when he kicked the ground.
What?
Super shady there, Cal.
I was even being super shady. It was the Norwich game because you joined us late for that game, Matt. And when you jumped on, you were like, "Where's Naby?" And then Drift was like, "He kicked the ground and had to come off."
I don't. I was like, what's this in correlation to, though? Like in general, like.
I think just in terms of you lot, we're saying we're going to do the throwback streams, isn't it? The watch along for the throwback stream.
Oh, okay. Right. This is what, again, like I said, yeah, Naby Keita is one of the most hated players. And it's because I supported him. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I don't think he was hated.
Nah, bro. People couldn't stand Naby Keita, bro.
Nah, he got treated bad, Drift. I can't lie.
Badly, bro. Bad.
No, but I don't think he was hated. I just think people.
Because here's the thing, Naby Keita for me was never about the ability. It was just obviously the injuries and not being available. Never about the ability for me, anyway. Other people might differ, but for me, the ability was there, man. That one, I will cling on to that one season NFT midfield, and probably maybe his first season. I didn't do too badly when we won the league either.
Sarim says Matt's loving Gravenberch. Naby is in tears. Yeah, you did drop Naby quick though. I'm not gonna lie. For Grav, you did drop him quick.
What are you talking about?
I'm the
only one that backs Naby on this channel. What are we doing?
I'm saying the moment he was gone, bro, he was just, it was like adios, big man. Like, Grav's my
this
guy.
is what we're doing. It's cool though. It's cool.
Troy M says the first video has to be whose hands are these? Still, but just copy. That and Bruno's first call in tears. I tell you, whose first call in was legendary as well as Bruno's. Uncle Albert.
I talked about after.
Uncle
yes,
Albert,
yeah, I remember.
Legendary because I didn't know about him before that. Big up to Imran says, bless my brothers. Big up Misha, proper yummy up. Imran, bro.
Imran, man. Imran, crazy, bro.
Imran always trying to get me in trouble. Big up to Imran, though. Been a member for 53 months. That's incredible,
Trust
bro.
me.
Big up yourself.
Bless up Imran and in the family. Trust me.
Jay says, by the way, talk about Gakpo's form. He's been brilliant.
He has been.
Really has been.
I think that was aimed at you, Cal, but fair enough.
Yeah, I addressed that recently, though. I actually came out and said it on a live and was like, yeah, he's really won me over, and he's showing that form that it shows.
Do you think he has attributes that stand out now?
Yeah. The thing is that, if all jokes aside, though, when I was criticizing him,
You had the right to. I'll be
yeah,
real. Because
yeah.
at that point, he was.
He wasn't.
Can I
doing
be
it.
real? He was misprofiled at the time. Let's keep it about. He was misprofiled to what Klopp wanted and what Linda saw compared to what he actually is. He was misprofiled.
I don't know. I think we're letting Cal get away one there because he kind of had it in for him before he even played a game. But
No, drift. I'm just saving the ammo. You just gotta say. I'm holding back the ammo,
I didn't
bro.
want us to sign Gakpo. I didn't want us to sign Gakpo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, but you're happy he's here now, though, right? That's all that matters.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
said
yeah,
it
that's
straight.
cool.
Gravenberch, you're happy he's here now, yeah? You're happy now.
I was never unhappy Gravenberch was here.
Brother,
Never.
say that again. Say that again.
I've never been unhappy Grav was here.
Brother, I swear.
Hold on. I was the one that said Klopp's going to play Gakpo in the 8, and I got laughed at.
No, not that bit. I'm just talking about the. I mean, I'm joking, but it was the Gravenberch stuff. I know you thought he was good, but at that time, I remember you said you felt like we should have got more of a destroyer, and that's when you kind of favored more of.
Remember, I was thinking how. Let's be real. If Klopp stayed this season, we're not seeing this Gravenberch.
No, I don't think that's true.
No, I agree with Carl here.
He's played him left midfield over 3.
He was misprofiled. Yeah,
he might have played. He might have played. Gravenberch can play 8 though, so he might have been fine still.
Brother, Rav playing left centre midfield weren't the one.
I think he has some good games. Remember, Cal, we talked last night about the fact Gravenberch actually scored goals last season. You just got a different version of it.
Scored a couple of goals in the Europa and 1 in the Premier, or 2 in the Premier, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. But that's because he was playing differently. Another year down the line, he might have been even better. You never know.
If Klopp stayed, Gravenberch wouldn't even have been a starter, so we wouldn't even have got this amount of games.
Maybe not. We'll never know.
It would have been Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Endo, McAllister, and Jones, or Endo, Szoboszlai, and Jones. Gravenberch wouldn't have been one of the starters.
I don't know. I think we might have maybe got a different profile of midfielder.
I
don't think
Grav has always needed to play in a pivot.
I don't think Klopp would have said Zubimendi or nobody.
Say again?
I don't think Klopp would have said Zubimendi or nobody. I think there might have been another midfielder that he
Zubimendi at all.
No, I think he would have.
Never. He wouldn't have gone for Zubimendi.
Well, remember when he let us know that he didn't know we could get Szoboszlai, but when he found out we could, he was like, "Yeah, cool, let's get Szoboszlai." I think if he heard there was money, he would have wanted Zubimendi.
Klopp had Endo, bro. He was happy with the midfield.
Nah, he would have took Zubimendi. Klopp's not an idiot, bro. He would have wanted Zubimendi. He would have wanted
Zubimendi, or him or Lindy.
If Zubimendi, maybe a different profile of midfielder, but I think we still would have got a midfielder if Klopp was here.
Jamrock says no injuries. Prime, Fab, Genie, Hendo, Ox. Sorry, Prime, Fab, Genie, Hendo, or Ox, Fab, Genie.
That's a really, really tough question.
Ox is the better player, but Hendo for me gave us better balance.
Henderson was more consistent though as well. So even if Ox did, I'll go Henderson.
Prime Ox without the injuries was a mazza, you
No,
know?
but no, it was. But I think Henderson gives more. He's more consistent though. But when
I love Hendo, and I always will. But if we're talking no injuries, Ox would be more useful than Henderson.
Actually, I'm changing it. I'm going Naby. No, Naby, Fab, and Genie.
Injury-free Oxlade-Chamberlain could have been England's best midfielder and arguably Liverpool's best midfielder.
Did we get the output?
I don't know.
I don't think he covers Trent like Henderson would.
But then that's where the conversation becomes different, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. Even though Ox is the better player, Henderson brought better balance and brought more to the team, in my opinion.
No, but I don't know, Carl, because if you think about it, if you've got Genie and Flacco doing the defensive 8, and then Ox is the more attacking 8, attacking in goals.
But Henderson can read the game better than Ox, though, anyway, in general.
Injury-free, he'll play 50 games in the season, Ox. Injury-free Ox.
But what happens with Trent, bro? Because Trent needed protection.
Trent just doesn't need to go as far forward.
Yeah, Ox shooting was mad.
Then you're losing Trent's creativity.
Nah, Ox shooting was mad.
Fully fit Ox was a problem. He was. If we'd have had a fully fit Ox in that final when Salah got injured, we probably still would have won the game because we'd have been able to put Ox on the wing and they wouldn't have been able to push up the field like they did when Lallana came on. Because Ox would have still gave them something to worry about. When Lallana came on,
they went like this, you know.
Yeah, they were like, here we go.
We're pinning you to the halfway line because we only got to worry about Sadio.
Yeah, facts. But boys, look, we're gonna wrap up there. Anything you wanna add before we go, guys?
Big up the people, man, each and every time. Listen, love for the love. And yeah, hopefully when we're back on, big up on Wednesday's Spurs game. Is it Wednesday?
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Shout out to Troy says, get the fellas to at least 750 likes. Chat. The guys are full time now. Big up.
Big up.
Big up to Don Hassam. Count in 2021. I gotta get you on Kop-Ish, brother. I've tried. Guys, didn't we actually have a show planned for the end of the year? We couldn't get.
We
it,
did.
so.
We did. Big up Hassan, man.
Do you know,
Actually,
Hassam, we'll talk, bro. Look, I'm on Hassam's show tomorrow. We'll talk.
Same.
We'll talk.
Not only that, guys, the calling show hasn't been ignored as well, because I know a lot of people are worried because we weren't able to do. That's still gonna happen.
Yeah. We'll figure something out, chat. 100.
No. People, please do smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. On the road to 35,000 subs. So please get us there if you haven't already. Let me check actually to see what we're actually on sub-wise. No, we're not there yet. We're about
400 1,000 likes,
subs.
and it's over 2. This is probably, in my opinion, our best Monday night show. If I'm not mistaken, maybe numbers. We've had over 2,000 people for the whole show. Please get us 1,000 likes, people. We'd really appreciate it. It helps support the channel. Not only that, it pushes the algorithm out for people that maybe haven't even seen our content. You know what I'm saying? So people, make sure you go like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, people. We've given you a show for nearly 3 hours. You know what time it is already. We appreciate you guys. Show a bit of appreciation back. All you got to do is press the one button. Just press the like button. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Navir, who says, thanks for all the content, guys. LFC champs. You'll never
Big up yourself, man. Big up. Appreciate that, Jamrock. Appreciate that, man.
Big up, Jamrock. People, thank you for watching.
Do you know, Cal? So I'm going to say it. I'm going to leave everyone with a dump. Please don't question me on it. Just leave it. We'll talk about it afterwards. That performance against Man United yesterday put a dent in my belief. It put a dent in my belief.
Yeah, see you, man, later, man.
We're out, people. We're out.
Peace.
Sure.